success. Please watch on YouTube. Okay, so then if I go to YouTube, is it gonna fucking work? Fucking shit. I hate stuff that just doesn't fucking work. Where's my shit? It doesn't even use my goddamn fucking thumbnail. What kind of shit is that? But at least it's fucking live. This is such a wider shot. I think it works. Yo, what's going on, Dan? How you doing, bro? Good morning. I don't know how this is gonna work for me. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Also, you gotta understand, we're using the fucking IRL rig. This motherfucker uses what you call it? The normal latency. Probably should turn it down. It uses the normal latency and shit. So we're gonna have that fucking delay. So I'm kind of like really questioning now if I really want to use this camera. It's kind of finicky. I have to like fuck with it. It doesn't add my thumbnail for some odd reason. It just uses my banner instead of actually using my thumbnail and shit. But I mean, it works, I guess. We can call it something along those lines. I really wanted to see the quality, how it actually looked. Sitting in Pink's car, waiting on her to get out of her meeting. Ooh, what kind of meeting she got? Isn't this supposed to be, what's today, Monday, Friday? Why did I think it was Monday? Friday. It's Friday. Yo, Amanda, what's going on, Amanda? How you doing? How's everything been? I've kind of like, seen some of your Facebook posts and stuff about your health and shit. But how's everything going, Amanda? Y'all, what's going on? That other guy, how you doing, bro? Thank you for dropping in. Hello, good morning, good afternoon. It was colder. The sun is coming out now, so it's getting warmer. So I might actually start to sweat, guys. Hopefully not, but I may start to sweat. Oh, once a month meeting for her job, for the job. Gotcha. Yeah, it's Friday. For some reason, I was thinking it was Monday, and I was thinking that it was Pink Lady's start of her week off, right? Because she's working this week. Yeah. Right? Yeah, I think I'm right. I think I'm good. You're tired of unpacking, so you finally got the place, right? I saw that post where you finally found the house. But, hey. Also, it is a bit windy. Haven't got the wind muffs in yet, so if there's a little bit of a that's what it is. It's not super windy, but sometimes you kind of get like a little wee type situation. So, yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to kick it out here. Have like a little good morning stream and shit, even though I've been up for a bit. Ever since the daylight savings time change, I haven't changed my clock in my room. And I know this, so it's still an hour ahead. So if it shows 10, I know it's 9. If it shows 11, I know it's 10. However, I woke up this morning, I looked at it, and for some odd reason, like, I honestly thought that I overslept. Like, my mind just wasn't thinking. It wasn't firing correctly, and I legit thought that I overslept an hour, and I was fucking pissed. I was like, fuck this shit, man. What the fuck is going on? And I did that for like about 30 seconds. Then I picked up my phone, and I saw the time, and I was like, fuck. I was actually up earlier than I normally wake up, but my mind just wasn't working, I guess, since I didn't sleep as long as I normally do. So that shit happened. So I was mad. But I actually woke up earlier though. But I just wanted to do a little bit of a morning stream here and just kind of like, chit chat with you guys and stuff like that. I should be having lunch with a friend who I haven't seen in a few months. Like we talk, we text and shit. But we haven't actually fucking kicked it in a while, man. I used to work with her back at Walmart. I've kicked it with her. Shit. Is it? It was sometime before Christmas. I was gonna say I haven't kicked it with her since last Halloween, last year, but we did happen to kick it a few days before Christmas. So it's been about almost a fucking year since we've kicked it, We've talked, you know, texted and shit, but we haven't actually kicked it. So we should be having lunch here later on today. What's going on, Angie? How you doing? Thank you for dropping by, man. Greatly appreciate it. Super awesome. Hope you're having a fucking cocktastic ass day. And actually, yesterday I was thinking about the cocktastic sweater. I know how you and Joseph like to fight about it and shit because you spent too much money on it. I was actually thinking right before I was going to work, because I was walking Snowball, I was thinking of redesigning it again. And I don't know exactly how, but I was thinking of redesigning it, like, you know, publishing another, you know, cocktastic or straight cocktastic line, you know, t-shirts, sweaters and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens with that. Yes, not the one we wanted, but it will do for now. Hey, yo. Hey, it's all right. It's all right. It's a place, right? It's a place to stay at, right? So you go, oh, she's gonna work this weekend? Oh, that's fucked up, man. Thanks for being my biggest help last night. Hey, no problem, Shadow, bro. Like I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Like, I couldn't really voice what I was trying to tell you over, you know, text and shit, because I'm confined to how fast I can do some shit. Hey, yo, if you want to draw up a design, you know, send it to me. Let me know. When you finally change it, you're going to be super early everywhere. I know, exactly, right? I'm going to change it to, like, the actual time, and I'm still, in my mind, going to think that I am going to be, that it's still an hour ahead. So if it shows 9, it's actually 9, but I will think that it's 8. And I'm gonna like continuously rush and shit. So yeah, but yeah, what I was thinking about, like what I was trying to tell you was, if you're continuously like let's say for me, you know, we all have routines, and this is kind of the issue that I was seeing with Joseph, you know, whenever he was going through his period of not wanting to stream and he was just tired of the homebody life. I've gone through that period as well. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have, and it's because it's the same routine on a daily basis. You wake up, you do the same shit. Whether you get up, you're gonna go take a shit. You get up, you're gonna go take a piss. You take a shower, you take a shower the same way. You dry yourself off the same way. Whether you start head down or feet first, you know, left side to the right side. You comb your hair the same way. You brush your teeth the same way. So you're like, you know, creating this pattern of, you know, a set routine. You know, you go make coffee, you know, you wake up the kids and stuff like that, and like, so it's an entire process that you do on a daily basis that therefore creates your future life, your present life, but also your future life, because you're stuck living in the past because you pretty much did the exact same shit that you did yesterday. So 90% of the thoughts that you had yesterday you're having today, and then on a daily basis you're recreating the past because you're not having new experiences. So for you, you're projecting what has happened before in a separate situation to a present situation right now, and you're inevitably going to create what has happened back there today and in the future, because you're still using the same subset of routines that are recreating that pattern and that same thinking in your mind, that whenever something is somewhat similar to the situation, you automatically go into that same, you know, way of thinking. Trust me, I've been there, done that multiple times, but you know, obviously along the way I've learned different concepts and like different you know, ways to open up my mind and shit. And it's a really great concept because the way that it was explained, I know I'm missing, like, you know, probably somebody's chatting and stuff like that, but I'm on a little fucking rant. But the way it was explained, where I saw it is, if I am able to take your routine from, let's say, a Saturday a month ago, and I put it on tomorrow's Saturday, and you don't feel any different, then you know you're stuck living in the past, because you're pretty much doing the exact same shit. Like, we have a finite amount of Tuesdays, a finite amount of Saturdays, finite amount of Mondays, and it's weird to think about it because we see life as short, but we also see life as being very long, which in reality it is very long. But you know, life happens in an instant. It really does, you know. Like right now, if you think 5 years back, you're like, fuck, where did the time go? But then if you think in the future, like some of us were like, you know, we're about to get into our 30s. Some of us already in our 30s. Realistically thinking about it, you know, if we reach to the age of 90, we have roughly 50 years more to live. So yeah, yes, life is long, but it's also short, you know, depending on how you, you know, you want to think about it. So, you know, have new experiences, open up your mind, stop trying to live in the past, and, you know, open up your mind to change and start to understand that you yourself are recreating that same past experience in the future because of your routines, because of your behaviors, because of your patterns, and how you have conditioned yourself to believe that things are. And that's where, like, the perception is reality becomes true. Whatever your thoughts are, whatever your belief system is what you envision reality. Like, we can take the whole immigrant situation, you know. or like the white privilege as well. I don't want to get into politics, but if you are a person that is a minority and you have been brought up to be conditioned that there is white privilege, that because you are a minority, because you're black, Mexican, Indian, Asian, whatever it may be, right, that you have an automatic disadvantage because you are not white, you are going to create that reality for yourself, whether it truly exists or not. I'm not here to discuss that, but you're going to create that for yourself, and that's the reality that you're going to live. That's the life that you're going to create for yourself. Now, if you're a different person, that let's say you're a black person and you grew up in a suburban neighborhood and you have the opportunities that everybody else has, well, you don't have that same reality that somebody else believes. Life is a bitch, but life is the same way for everybody else. Like if it was impossible to do something, nobody would do it. It's just like, it's the way of thinking, and I really love how powerful the mind is. And I just went like on a whole fucking tangent about this shit, because I could like speak about this for days, man. For days, though. Hey, what's going on, Joseph? How you doing, bro? Thank you for dropping by, man. How's your day going? I was like already knocking out by the time you sent me that pow pow pow, like shit. Never mind. Never mind, man. So change up the routine and change the results. Exactly. It all starts with yourself. It starts with the way you think about everything, pretty much. The way you think, what your thoughts are is what you inevitably become. I've voiced this, I've talked about this. So let's say that you grow up, your parents keep telling you you're never going to amount to anything. So, we've talked about how that little voice gets its voice from somewhere else. We don't grow up with our insecurities, or we're not born with our insecurities. We don't, pop out of the womb and like automatically think like, oh, I'm too fat, I'm pudgy, I'm short, I'm too tall, I'm slanky, I'm odd. Somewhere in our lifetime, someone has implanted that idea, whether it's our parents, whether it's our peers in school, our school teachers, whoever we were exposed to, they implant that idea. So maybe it's your parents telling you you're never going to amount to anything, you're worthless or whatever. So then that voice becomes your voice, their voice becomes your voice, and now it's you telling yourself you're worthless, you're short, you're fat, you're pudgy, you're too tall, you're slanky, you're odd, you're awkward, whatever it is. And now it's no longer the world telling you, it's you yourself telling you. So when the world is trying to come at you, you're putting yourself down as well. And that's where that, the mentality becomes the behavior. So therefore you're living in that reality, and those thoughts are now yours, and you're telling yourself that you're worthless. So whenever an opportunity comes to like be great and do something awesome, you're like, oh, I can't do that. People invite you to go hang out, and like, you're gonna have a fun ass time. Oh, that's not for me. So you become like super introverted because that voice is now telling you that you shouldn't live that life, and then therefore you're recreating that moment. You're living from the past because your parents told you this, or if your parents are telling you that you're never going to amount to anything, all you're going to do is end up in jail, more than likely you're going to end up in jail because those are the thoughts that are going on in your head. But from a young age, if you tell yourself, I can amount to anything so long as I persevere and I have the right fucking strategy for it, then you're going to work towards that, and you're going to inevitably do that shit because those are your thoughts and that's what you're telling yourself. So the person, the NBA player that grows up playing basketball every fucking day and, they're practicing every fucking day, well, guess what? The thoughts of them being in the NBA is what's driving them. And so therefore they persevere and persevere and persevere. They're the motherfucker that gets to the court before the game. They stay there after the game practicing. They like watch tape. They analyze everything as much as possible because they want to get better. So they know where they're going. They know the trajectory, and they know the thoughts that they got to have. And so you got to just change the thoughts. Changing the thoughts is like the biggest fucking thing that I could recommend for anybody. Change the way you view yourself, change the way you talk to yourself. This is where like the I am affirmations come into place. Instead of saying I am ugly, I am fat, I am short, I'm stupid, whatever, say I'm beautiful, say I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I'm prosperous, I am healthy. At first it will sound like complete fucking awkwardness, complete fucking bullshit to you, because you will feel like you're lying to yourself because you've been so conditioned to be one way that you are not this way that you're trying to become now, when in reality all you're doing is trying to become a better version of yourself. But because you feel that you're lying to yourself, it will feel very awkward, it will feel very different, and there's going to be some resistance there that you're just going to want to go back to your old self as opposed to becoming the new self. So like one way to really do it is to stand in front of a mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful. The first day you're gonna be like, man, that's just a complete lie. Second day you're still gonna feel like it's a lie. A week into it, you're gonna feel like it's a lie. And then little by little, that thought will start like, seeping into your mind like, I am beautiful. And you will start to override the negative shit with positive stuff. And your mentality just changes towards everything, and your overall mood will change by doing that simple fucking task. Trust me, I've done it myself. Like, I look at myself in the mirror now, and I'm super conceited now and shit. Like, man, I'd fuck you, bro. You cute, man. I'd fuck you. Like, obviously I'm not telling you to do that shit, but, I get like super cocky in front of that mirror now. So, yeah, I am conceited in that aspect, man. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro? Are you're at work, Angie? Yo, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yo, sell them rims, though. Sell them rims, though. Sell them rims, though. Rims. What the fuck are rims? Rims, man. One thing that I would say about that, main, I wouldn't say fake it till you make it. I would say stay humble. Like for me, let's say, right now I am trying to start a business, obviously, right? I'm trying to start one business. I'm trying to learn about real estate, how to invest in real estate, how to, become financially literate so I can learn how to have money work for me as opposed to me working for money and having to be stuck at a job that I may or may not like. For some people that's okay. Some people find the fucking job of their life and they fucking love what they do. They spring out of bed and it's fucking awesome for them. I personally have different, aspirations. I want to see the world and I want to travel. For that, I know that it's going to take money. For that, I also know that I will need freedom as opposed to being tied down to a job. So my goals are different, right? So for that aspect, I would say don't fake it. I would say stay humble because, like for me, let's say I'm trying to start a business. I could like fucking say I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a CEO of this company and this and that shit. And then I could like go out and like take money out of the bank and like show you the fucking cool ass whip that I'm supposed to be riding in. In reality, I fucking rented it for a day. So I wouldn't say fake it. Like right now, you guys are seeing the beginning journey. If I ever decide to like actually show you, the business and stuff like that, and like, start posting videos like that. But you guys are seeing the journey of where I will eventually go, as opposed to me being like super flashy and shit. You guys are seeing me stumble across the way. You guys have seen me stumble across the way whenever I keep saying that I'm going to quit YouTube, whenever I keep saying that I'm going to do this differently on YouTube and, stuff like that. So these are like, the stumbling steps to the overall journey, as opposed to being like everybody on Instagram that's like out of bed full of fucking money and shit whenever it's not really their money. They just went and took out a fucking loan or something, So I wouldn't say fake it till you make it. I would say stay humble, stay true to yourself, find your truth and put that out there, because people will resonate with that so much more as opposed to that fake shit, because they will follow you for that fake shit. They really will. But the moment that you do something that doesn't coincide with what they believe, you're gone. Like, they don't give a fuck about you, or the next shiny thing comes along, you're gone, So, but if you created a deep foundation, like an actual, connection with people, because people relate with you about what you're doing, they're like, man, I really like this person. They have so much more loyalty towards you because you're a real person. You're not just a fucking, kind of a fake image type aspect. And, you've seen this. I saw something about 50 Cent. Apparently he was broke for some odd reason. I didn't know that 50 Cent was going broke or was broke. I mean, it's hard to think that a fucking millionaire that had made it in the rap game kind of like went broke. I don't know if he's broke now. I don't know how broke he was or whatever. However, he was getting sued for some odd reason. And I want to say it was on Instagram. He went and pulled some money out of the bank. And I want to say he had like a picture of him with like stacks of money or some bullshit like that, right? So this got caught up in court as well, because that post got introduced into the lawsuit for some odd reason, because he wasn't paying out to whoever he was getting sued by, but yet he had money to show on a fucking Instagram photo. And then he got like outed that it was fake. He had to like fucking testify and say that he just pulled the money out, it was borrowed, and it was just for an Instagram pic. So whenever you fake it, there is going to be that inevitable moment that somebody's going to out you and you're going to be seen as fake. Like FouseyTube, I don't even know exactly what happened, but the moment that a video came out that all his social experiments and all like his videos of kindness and helping out homeless and stuff like that were fake, I immediately dropped that, because I was connecting with that type of content, because it's the type of shit that I would do, type of shit that I would love to do, help out people and help out the world and change the world, homeless people, buying a meal for a homeless person. And then it turns out that that one video was fake, and I don't know if all the other videos were fake, but I was completely turned off, to that. But because he put himself in the situation, and obviously this is old news, but it's the example that I'm using. He put himself in the situation to be outed at some point or another by somebody finding out that one of the videos was fake, that it was staged. You put yourself in that position, and I'd rather just not fake it. I'd rather, just be fucking honest and be truthful. You see my fucking raggedy ass fence over here. I don't have the fucking glamour lifestyle and shit. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to fucking build some shit for myself. But, you guys are going to see the stumbling steps and shit, man. But yeah. 50 Cent isn't broke. He was just saying he was, to avoid paying taxes. Fuck, man. Fuck them taxes, bro. I mean, if he understood, if he was tax literate, he would understand how to shelter his money to pay the least amount of taxes and only have to pay the legal amount required by law. But that's where know-how comes into play. Just like what I've been learning about in real estate. I didn't even know that there's a tax-deferred transaction, which is known as a 1031. So basically, you buy a property. Let's say you buy a property, you get a 30-year loan, a 30-year mortgage, obviously, with a 90% loan. So let's say we buy a $200,000 house. We get a 90% loan, so that means that you have to put up 10% as a down payment. So 10% of 200,000 is 20,000. So you put up 20,000, you get the 30-year mortgage, and then let's say you're going to use it as a rental property. So therefore, you rent it out to somebody else. They're paying for the mortgage. You account for expenses for property taxes and shit like that. So let's say it's in a bad market, and let's say a few years after the fact, the market booms because real estate appreciates about 4 to 5% every year. So therefore, your investment, grows. So let's say like it booms in like 2 or 3 years, and like you're in a prime situation to sell that property. So therefore, you sell the property. That money that you potentially would gain from that, obviously you would have to pay taxes. But if you're smart and you use a 1031 tax deferred transaction, you put that money into holding with the agreement that you're going to buy another property, so you can transfer all those funds to another property, and you don't pay taxes, and you keep doing that, and you keep doing that, and you're gaining equity because you're buying a bigger property, and you're using that as a down payment or as as your hook to get in and shit like that. And rich people, they shelter their money through corporations. So one thing that I've been learning is that rich people own nothing, but they control everything, because at the end of the year, when it comes to pay taxes, they only pay the legal amount required because they're financially literate, they're tax literate, and those that don't know much about taxes, they hire somebody that knows taxes so they can stay within the law. Obviously, those that stay outside of the law, they're criminals and crooks and shit like that. But those that do it the right way, they do it the smart way, because that's what the government is actually wanting you to do. And there's a fucking plane flying above me and shit. But that's like that all comes down to like knowledge and understanding how the system is working against you and how to work with the system to help yourself build wealth. So it all comes down to like taxes. Like I know, what's his name? Was it Wesley Snipes? They got fucking locked up for back taxes and not paying taxes and shit like that, like a long ass time ago. Yo, Gina! What's going on, Gina? How you doing, man? Thank you for dropping by. Oh yeah, that was way back when he had to claim bankruptcy at one point and sell the Mike Tyson mansion he had in Connecticut. Ooh. Oh, you're not talking about like bad fake, but more like convince yourself you're a good person even if you... Yeah, okay, yeah, for that, I definitely understand on that shit. You're like, yeah, for real. Because it is going to feel fake to you when you're trying to change who you are, when you're trying to become a different person, a better version of yourself. I barely just saw that comment, man. I don't even know if you're still here. But yeah, I definitely understand on that front. Because you're trying to become someone different, someone better, and it's gonna feel fake. So yeah, like telling yourself that you are a good person, it's gonna kind of feel like a little bit like off to you, for sure. Am I taking a break from gaming? I am actually not taking a break. It's more of a no more gaming type of aspect. So it's not really a break. I've sold my Wii U. I sold my capture card. I sold my webcam. I still have the microphones. So I sold those things. What else did I sell? I don't think I sold anything else, right? Oh, I sold the other camera that I was using prior to whenever I swapped over, I stopped using the webcam and I started using a camcorder with another capture card, which I ended up selling as well. So I sold most of my streaming gear and I swapped over to this situation. So right now I got, you know, a little GoPro clone that will be utilized for more like IRL on the go type aspects. But I wanted to test it out one more time in terms of seeing if it was going to charge. I was having issues with the camera actually continuously charging, but I was using a USB extension cord, or one of those USB extensions, and whenever I was using that cord, the camera would charge for like maybe a minute, and then the battery backup would stop charging it. And I wanted to know if it was the battery, that the camera wasn't drawing enough power from it, and therefore the battery backup was just like, you know what, because if it doesn't detect anything to charge, it'll just automatically turn off. But I took out the USB extension, and that's when I noticed that it was continuously charging. So that's what I'm doing right now. It is still charging, so we're good on that aspect. So this was also a test, but you know, like more of an official stream as well. But that's what's going to be happening, or that's what's going to be going on like moving forward. I'm not going to say like 100% that I won't ever do a video game stream ever again. I may in the future, but I don't want that to be the main thing that I do on the channel. I really want to, you know, take the time and like really hone in on this idea of, you know, putting myself out there in terms of like my life, my message, my views, my perspective, you know, my thoughts and stuff, you know, because what I really wanted to do from the get-go, and I've said it multiple times, but I never really did anything about it, is like, you know, really put out my message. And every time that I was going to stream, I just defaulted to, you know, doing a gaming stream. And I was talking about it yesterday, how I find it kind of like nerve-wracking, and like I get butterflies before I do one of these types of streams, because I don't have that video game that I can just like zone out, and you know, if nobody shows up to like listen to what I gotta say, I'm playing a video game regardless, you know. So it gives me something to do while I'm waiting for somebody to pop in or show up. So that's why I also haven't been streaming as consistently, because whenever I sold all my shit, I was like, fuck, all I gotta do is, you know, I can stream with my phone or I can stream with the camera, but at the same time, like, what do I gotta say? Like, are people gonna actually pay attention to me and shit like that? And that's where that self-doubt comes into play as well, because you don't believe that what you have to say is, you know, important enough, or it can change people's lives, or just entertaining enough. And I was saying it yesterday, that I question myself, will I have enough to say? But as you guys can see, from the moment that the fucking live stream starts, I don't fucking shut up. I continue talking. So talking is not an issue. It's just an idea that I create as an issue to not live stream, and it becomes an excuse, which that's all it really is. You know, it's just an excuse to not do it. And so, you know, whenever I do it and I have issues and I have problems with the stream, well, you know, that's just part of the journey, learning how to do it better, taking the mistake and understanding the mistake. And that's just a way of not doing it the right way. So a failure is not a failure. It's just a lesson waiting in disguise to like teach you something about how to not do it, to pivot you in the right way, to do it better the next time. So that's what it is, bro. Yo, what's going on, Curly? Yo, Curly! I really like the rebranding that you did on your channel, bro. I like how you did the thumbnails. You started playing with the white space. Awesome, bro. Awesome. You know, just peachy, bro. But yeah, man. Hey, what's going on, Fungalo Possum? Yo, bro, how's it going, man? Thank you for dropping by, bro. Do jumping jacks during sex, then you'll see the durability of set camera. How though? Like I'm in there, or like I step out and then I do the jumping jacks? Because I don't know if I could do a jumping jack while I'm in there, unless she's jumping at the same time. You know? How would that work? Because obviously she'd be bent over. She'd be like on all fours, sort of. So she'd have to be like jumping on all fours, maybe? Or how are we doing that, bro? Like, am I getting out of the shit and then doing the jumping jacks, holding the camera? You gotta elaborate on that, bro. I'm really like, yeah. I'm curious on that. I'm curious. Hey, what's going on, Christian? How you doing, bro? Thank you for dropping by, man. I want a goldfish because I want something to care for. Hey, yo, get it, bro. Get yourself a goldfish, man. I would say get a pet, you know? Like a doggy or a cat. Or fuck it, get a lion. Get you a tiger. Get you one of them exotic pets. I don't know. I'm just saying. Hey, Yuki! What's going on, Yuki? How's it going? Percocet, Molly, Percocet, Molly, Percocet, chase a bitch. Hey, what's going on? See, you did your own intro. I got you. Yeah, on these mobile stream situations, we're not gonna have that added benefit of, you know, having like the overlays and all that good shit, you know. I have my buddy Dennis help me with designs and whatnot. I appreciate it, bro. Hey, no problem. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I really like it. It's super awesome. I like the simplicity of your logo now, just a K and, you know, the little corner things. I was like, man, that's, you know, it's cool. It's peachy, man. What do you think of fake chains if the chains are good quality? What do you mean, like necklace chains? Like, you know, like the hood, you know? I used to rock those. I really did. I mean, I don't really mind it if like we're talking about like necklaces and like let's say it's a $20 necklace as opposed to like $1,000, $2,000 necklace or whatever. You know, we all gotta be balling on a budget sometimes, right? You know, fuck it. Like sometimes I've rocked fucking $5 shoes, guys, and like mind you, these shoes are like, they look good, you know, they look cool, you know, they're kind of stylish and shit, but they fucking cost me $5, bro, so I can ball on a budget no matter what, you know, wake up balling, go to sleep stunning. That's how it works, you know, so you make do with what you got, you know. It's like, I always remember Coach Carter, where he's talking about, like, he's wanting his players to look more dressed up and shit. You don't got the money? Go to Goodwill, you know, fuck it. There's always a way to look good, right? So long as you feel good, that's what it is. And eventually when you start making more money and you like start balling, then you can buy the fucking Off-Whites. You can buy all that good shit. Like, I don't even know the whole fucking Supreme business, man. Like, it's not like a really cool fucking design. It's just a fucking red bar with Supreme, but them motherfuckers fly off the rack for so much money and shit. I'm like, I could design that fucking logo. A fucking 10-year-old could design that shit on Photoshop, right? But it's not the logo itself. It's what it stands for. It's what the brand is known for. That's really what's selling this shit. So, you know, it's all up to you, bro. It's all up to you, man. Cats are fairly independent, but also can be great friends. Yo, I buy all my work clothes from Goodwill. Exactly, see? Fuck that shit. No shame in that shit, bro. Hell no. I've never owned a cat. I don't know much about cats, but Curly, he has a cat, so like definitely he'd be the person to talk about cats. I do feel like they're super independent. I really do. Cause like for me, I get like if I see a stray dog, I'm like, oh, why is he stray? Where's his owners at? And I get like all mushy and shit. If I see a stray cat, I don't give two shits about it, you know? Cause I know that the cat is able to fend for itself and shit like that. Like I just feel like a cat is more self-reliant than a dog is. Even though, you know, like dogs are like also in the wilderness, you know, wolves and like, you know, descendants and whatever bullshit. I understand this. But for some odd reason, when I think of a dog, I'm like, oh, why is he by himself or her or whatever, you know? And I'm like, oh, let's go get an owner for it. I get all fucking mushy and shit, like for real, man. The easiest profit is the money not spent. What do you mean by that, Fungalo Possum? Because a penny saved is not a penny earned. A penny saved is just a penny saved. Just because you save a penny, you still only have a penny. You know, you get what I'm saying? A dollar saved is still just a dollar saved. Now, if you learn how to take $10 and multiply it into $20, and then multiply $20 into $40, and then $40 by 3 into $120, where you're becoming financially literate and you know how to flip some shit and you know how to make that money work for you. That's a whole different concept. You can't necessarily save yourself to riches. You have to learn how to multiply that shit, how to invest properly, where to invest, what is your specific, you know, set of skills, I guess we can call it. You know, some people get rich in the fucking stock market. Some people get rich in, you know, investing in real estate. Some people get rich in investing in businesses. Some people build their own businesses. You know, most people think that by becoming self-employed that they're going to get rich, but actually being self-employed is the one. Yeah, I think so, right? I think so, yeah. You get in the United States, you get taxed more for being self-employed than working for an employer. The people that invest and the people that have big businesses, they pay less taxes. And this is all part of like the cash quadrant and shit, like whenever you start to like understand this shit. So being self-employed, you're paying the most taxes out of anybody. Second to people that just work for a job, you know, work for a living and shit. And then if you have your own big business, you get a tax break because you are the one providing the jobs for the other people that are paying the taxes, and therefore you're paying less taxes yourself by having a big business, a big corporation or something along those lines. And then investing in money, whenever you learn how to shelter your money through corporations and, you know, using tax deferred transactions and shit, That all comes with being financially literate and like starting to understand these principles that I'm really like fucking like diving heavy into because I'm really interested in this shit. Like it's awesome to me, man. Ooh, like I've been thinking about getting some pizza too, like today, for real, man. Wait for the motherfuckers to go to 50% off the whole store. Got 2 cats and a tortoise, all of them pretty chill. Oh, you got a tortoise. What is a tortoise? It's a tortoise! A tortoise. Yeah, for sure. You definitely got to invest in yourself in terms of, I would say the number one thing that a person should always invest in themselves in a monetary fashion. Obviously, style and stuff like that comes into play. Like if you look good, you feel good, and if you feel good, you create more of a sense of feeling good. Because if you're thinking a thought of being happy, you start to feel happy, and then by you feeling happy, you start to have more happy thoughts, and then the happy thoughts create more of a feeling of being happy, and it becomes a cycle. But I would say the number one thing people should definitely invest in monetary fashion, like spending your money on, is educating yourself. Educate yourself as much as possible. And I'm not saying go to school, because school will teach you, certain things. I'm talking about like educating yourself in different things, like, buying courses, attending seminars, buying books and reading books and shit like that, just to gain knowledge in different things that you may be interested in. Sometimes you have to get interested in things that you may never actually have been interested in. Like, I would have never fucking started to read books about selling, books about building businesses, books about, learning about tax, books about learning about fucking real estate. But yeah, like now I'm like fucking hooked and shit. So, sometimes you gotta open up your mind to a little bit of having to do something that you may not like to get you down the road to something that you would definitely like. Sometimes you gotta do the things you don't wanna do. Sometimes you gotta suck a little cock to get to the good pussy. I mean, I'm just saying, take it how you want it. Yeah, self-employment is definitely fucking expensive as fuck, man. But you feel rich when you're your own boss and succeed, of course. There's a study, I don't know how old the study is. Most businesses, that first startup businesses, they what is it? Fuck. They fail within the first 5 years? Is it 5 years? Or I don't know if they did the study for 2 years. That they fail within the first 2 years. And then those that make it longer than the one study is most businesses fail within 5 years. And of those that make it, most businesses will fail within the next 5 years. So within the first 10 years of a business being built, there's a high probability of it failing. So, yeah. I don't know, man. So building businesses is hard. You have to have like the mentality of knowing that you're gonna fail, learning from the failure, and pivoting, and then creating another business, because supposedly your first 3 businesses will fail, quote unquote fail, and then from there is whenever you're gonna start to see success, because why? You got experience, you know how a fucking business fails, so you now know how to make it not fail. You get what I'm saying? So failure, a lot of people are like very scared of failure. They don't want to try something new because they don't want to fucking fail. They don't want to make mistakes. But you learn from those mistakes, and you start to learn that it's a part of the process. That's how you get experience to build something that's actually going to work, because it's actually been tried and tested, because you have so much knowledge and so much experience of shit that just didn't fucking work. Like the whole fucking Thomas Edison with the light bulb, even though we can talk about how he's credited for it, but it was actually a black person that created the light bulb, the fucking filament and shit, but somehow he got credit for it, whatever, you can look this shit up by yourself, but obviously he was a part. He was with that shit, man. Like, where's his fucking name in that shit? But either which way, whenever he was asked about his fucking 1,000 times that, it didn't work, he's like, I just figured out 1,000 times for how to not build a light bulb, and then until I got to that 1,001th time where it did work, So he didn't see it as failure, he just saw it as lessons of how it didn't work to eventually create the right way of doing it, and now we have the fucking light bulb. What the fuck is bulb? The light bulb that revolutionized lighting in general, as opposed to fucking, fire torches or lanterns or whatever, Yeah, falling sucks, but you don't learn anything from winning all the time. Exactly. Winners win in a good market and in a bad market. You can't call yourself a winner if you're winning in a good market, because whenever the bad market comes down, if you get wiped out, you really didn't but maybe you learned something from it, that next time the bad market comes around, you know how to win, because you know what you did wrong, in the bad market. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to learn from those mistakes, man. Holds up the library for knowledge at gunpoint. Like, look, motherfucker, I need a book on this shit. I need a book on this motherfucker right here. You better find that bitch, man. I don't give a fuck if you got to go drive to the other branch. Get that bitch, looking ass. But I definitely get you, man. Damn, is that a quote yet? I need to copyright that one. Put it on a Hallmark card. Hallmark card. What quote? What did I say that was a quote or not a quote? I don't know what I said. Also, the wind is picking up, so it might be like and shit. Maybe not. Hopefully not. I need a good market. Buy my rims. How are you marketing that shit, man? That's what I would say. That's my biggest issue right now. I don't know how to market on Facebook very well. Like, I haven't had success. You know, because I've had what, 3 or 4. I've ran 3 or 4 ads. Obviously, running 3 or 4 ads is not enough experience to say like you know what you're doing or you don't know what you're doing. So it's kind of hard to like discern whether I'm looking at good data or if I'm looking at bad data. But one thing that I know is the first ad that I ran, I reached about 7,000 people. I got about 60 link clicks, and then from the 60 link clicks, I got about 6 add to carts. Meaning that I reached 7,000 people. Out of 7,000 people, 60 people were interested enough to go to my website, and out of those 60 people, 6 people were interested enough to like add it to the cart, but nobody actually purchased. So then I changed gears and I started to target a bit different, and whenever I targeted differently, my cost went up. My cost per mil, for those of you guys that are familiar with the CPM, that means how much it's going to cost you to put that ad in front of 1,000 people. It was higher. It was like $20 fucking. So therefore my reach was lower. So therefore I was getting, for the same ad set budget, which is $5 per day, I was getting, as opposed to the fucking thousands of, you know, reach, I was getting like 100. And I'm like, what kind of shit is that? So, you know, I'm starting to learn how to differentiate, but at the same time, I don't know exactly what I did drastically to change to reach less people, because I know whenever I first targeted, it was worldwide. I excluded Africa, I excluded China, and I think I only excluded those because, you know, Africa is a low... It's a low tier country in terms of consumerism, and then China's the fucking largest GDP, you know, gross domestic producer and shit. So them motherfuckers are producing this shit. You go to Walmart, you look at underneath the goddamn thing, it says made in China. So why the fuck are you gonna market something to China whenever they're making the shit in China, right? So that's how I targeted the first one. That's the one that got the reach. And then I saw another strategy that I implemented, and I was excluding like Slovakia, excluding Afghanistan, a lot of the supposedly low tier countries and shit that also don't have a lot of, you know, consumerism, where people like are just like, they want to buy shit. And that's where my like CPM like fucking skyrocketed, and I was getting, instead of thousands of reach, I was getting like tens. And I was like, what kind of shit is that? So, you know, that's where I got to learn from what is actually happening and start to look at the data, understand what the data is actually saying. So, you know, it takes time. You know, I'm stumbling. I'm like, fuck, what the fuck am I doing? And the thing is, I'm doing it by myself. You know, I'm watching a YouTube video. I'm like learning through fucking articles that I'm reading. But at the same time, there's nobody there showing me like, look, this is what's wrong with your specific data. This is what you should be doing. This is how you can correct it. So I'm going to make more mistakes because I don't know what I'm doing. And eventually I will come up with the winning strategy for me, but it's going to cost me money and time to understand this shit. But that's where I say I'm investing in my own education. I'm spending money to throw out ads so I can understand what isn't working, so I can eventually understand how it works, why it works, and how to make that better to eventually multiply my money. But it's all a fucking process. It really, really is. Offer up and let's go. Falling sucks, but you don't learn anything from winning all the time. Fucking put it in a goddamn card, bro. Put that shit in a card. And the sun, like, is blaring at me now. I'm sweating, guys. I'm also going to plug in my phone so I can charge it. Are you, like, is it on Craigslist, Joseph? Or, like, Facebook Marketplace? Or how are you listing that shit, man? I'm fucking sweating, guys. Fuck. Those are apps. Wait, what are apps? What are appies, bro? I need to know the appies, man. I walked in there on Tuesday. I filled out an appy. Did I get the job? Dude, I see the sweat glistening like a power star. Came in like a wrecking ball. I don't even have the voice to sing, but fuck it, whatever. But yeah, I legit put on this like heavier sweater because I thought it was gonna be cold today like it was yesterday, but the fucking weather here like decided to like flip flop and shit. So I should have been wearing this type of sweater yesterday, and the sweater or the little pullover that I was wearing yesterday today, because now I'm gonna be sweating and shit. But whatever, you know, whatever. Cold fronts, they come and go. Don't they? Isn't that like the thing in life? You know, friends come and go, people come and go, whatever it is. I don't know how it goes. Some shit along those lines, bro. Krilling me softly, man. Krilling me. You krilling me, bro. Don't be krilling me, bro. Don't be krilling me over here, man. I'll yamsha your ass, bro. I will yamsha your ass. Yo, I saw this this really cool ass fucking hoodie. I can't sell it, obviously, because of trademark issues. And especially because the retailer that is producing it doesn't have trademark rights to it. So therefore, if I were to purchase it from them and then I sell it, I run into trademark issues. It's illegal, obviously, but it's really cool because, you know, it's a DBZ. It's like a 3D printed one, and then there's one that's like a button-up one. It's got like the Dragon Ball back here, and then like you can like change which logo you want on the back. And I thought it was pretty cool and shit like that. Every day is a surprise, exactly, bro. Like, ooh, I wonder what we're gonna get today. Snow? No, we're gonna get sunshine? Okay, cool. Wonder what we're gonna get today. Rain? No, we're gonna get snow. Okay, what the fuck, bro? You know, you can't predict that shit. I hate it, and then I love it at the same time. I just wish it would rain all the time. I love rain. Like, rain is my shit. It's my shit. I'm jealous of you, Arkham. Shit. You got overcast. I want the overcast. Send that shit my way. We'll swap, bro. Like, I want rain all the time. Like, the bad thing about rain, like, now that I work as a fucking custodian, and especially since, like, you know, it's all fucking carpet and shit, the day after the rain is done, there's a lot of grass to fucking vacuum and shit. The day that it's raining, there's potentially more mud to vacuum. So in that aspect, I hate the rain, but I just love the rain in general. Akbar! No? Okay, never mind. Cool. I went a little crazy. You said it right. Friends come and go. Exactly. Friends come and go. People come and go. Places come and go. Life comes and goes. However it goes, it just goes with the flow. When you know, you know. You know? When they know, you know. You know? Fucking Finding Nemo and shit. But yeah, man, super awesome for you guys to drop by, just kind of like kick it with me, you know. Again, it's very like butterfly-y, like very nerve-wracking to do these streams, just for the fact that I feel like I'm not gonna have anything to say. But I guess the more that I do it, the more that I get into it, the more that it would just become fucking like second nature. And even I honestly thought about just fucking like standing out here and clipping my nails, because, you know, they're a bit long, they're getting a bit longer. That, you know, typing is starting to get like, you know, whenever your nails get long, it's kind of harder to type for me. I don't know for you guys, but for me it is. My smoothie's starting to get warm. It's starting to look like shit. I better down it fast. Oh, you got them on the apps. Oh, got your offer up and let's go. I thought you meant like you had the offer up and like let's go. Let's get this shit sold. Gotcha. Yo, Devontae! What's going on, Devontae? How you doing, bro? Rain is a love-hate. It's a love-hate relationship. Like, if I'm not working at that certain place, I fucking love it to death. Like, fuck the shit. Like, I don't care that there's gonna be mud or grass. It just means that I'm gonna be there a little bit longer doing the task that normally takes me a certain amount of time. It's gonna take me a little bit longer. I still love the rain regardless. I will still fucking take rain all day, every day, no matter if I'm still working at that place and shit. But obviously, I won't be working there, like, forever. So, you know, right now, I just kind of, like, bear with it. But for real, me and Rain, like, back when Twilight was a big thing, you know, the whole Twilight series, I fucked with the Twilight series. Yeah, I sure fucking did. Where they filmed that movie, it's overcast every fucking day, and it rains every fucking day, and I would love to live there. Well, not like there specifically, but, you know, just a place where just, like, it's always like that. And I wonder if I was there, like, every day and it's just raining every day, if I would miss the sun sometimes. I don't think I would, but it might just happen, you know? Like, the grass is greener on the other side, as they always say. Like, you don't know what you have until it's gone. Like, I'm talking shit about the sun right now, but whenever I have no sun, I'd be like, where's the sun at? I want the sun. It's 25 days without sun. And then I'd have a fucking scratch wall over there. Day 26. No sun. Day 45. No sun. Where is it at? Looking ass. Shit, man. I don't know how well this microphone or the internal mics on this camera handle loud noise. So this one probably cracked up like and shit like that. I really don't know, man. But yeah. Fuck the sun, man. Fuck you, thunder. I just looked at the sun. I should not have done that. I should not have done that shit, man. But one thing that I really don't like about this stream is it doesn't do my thumbnail. I supposedly uploaded the thumbnail and it just uses my YouTube banner for the thumbnail that you guys see before you click on it, which it isn't bad. You know, it looks like my thumbnail, kind of, in a way, you know, because it's using the same aesthetics, I guess you can say. But I wanted to use my thumbnail, you know, but no, I guess not. The chingadera doesn't want to send it over correctly. Fucking bitch. Your ginger skin can't take it. I feel you, bro. I'm not a ginger, but I sunburn like easily and heavily, and it's a pain in the ass. I've had 2 instances growing up where I legitly got sunburned like a motherfucker, man. I got toasted. I got fucking oven fried and shit. And the first time, I don't know if the first time was the worst one or the second one. I honestly can't remember at this point, but I know that it was just so fucking bad. Like, my skin felt fucking cooked. Like, I could move it and it was just like, ugh. And that was the first day, you know, like a few hours after, you know, having been at the pool without any fucking sunscreen and shit. Because obviously, guys, you can see I'm light complected. I'm a little bit darker right now because I've been walking Snowball like pretty much on a daily basis. So I've been getting sun. So like from about here on up, I'm a bit darker. But if you guys were to see me with my shirt off, you will see the fucking difference in how white I am. But it was like about 2 or 3 hours afterwards, that's when I started to feel like, you know, the tightness in my skin. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And then obviously, you know, my mom being Mexican, she applied milk because milk has like healing properties for like sunburns and shit. And then we tried aloe vera. None of that shit worked. And it turned like later on that night, it was just getting bad like a motherfucker. Like where it was like, you know, whenever you start shedding and you kind of like get a little bit of a... like an itch, I guess you could say. Well, I was getting more of a prickly feeling like all over the place, and it was like just getting intense to the point where it just felt like needles. I've never gotten a tattoo, but I would go as far as saying like I felt like I was getting a tattoo like all over my fucking like back and shit, like shoulders all the way back. And I remember I was sitting on the floor, and at that point in my room we had carpet, and I was just like rocking back and forth like a fucking crack addict. Like I was like, okay. And then what I ended up doing was I laid on my back, and then I would just like shimmy, like just shimmy on the fucking carpet, and then I'd like a fucking dog pretty much, because it itched so fucking much, and it eased the pain a little bit. Because it wasn't burning, like, you know, from the heat. It was just fucking itching. I was like, fuck, this was like fucking 1 or 2 in the goddamn morning. And I couldn't fucking take it. And I remember I got up and I was like, Mom, can't fucking take it. And she's like, what? My back. It just fucking hurts. Like, I forgot what they gave me. I think they gave me like some extra strength Tylenol or some bullshit to like, you know, ease down the fucking itchiness, but it was so fucking bad and I fucking hated that. And then another time it happened because my ass just forgot about the sunburn. I was super excited for where we were going, and it happened again. But this time we knew what to do beforehand, so I immediately went to the doctor, got the pills before like I actually had to experience that on that same level. So yeah, I feel you on the sunburn shit, bro. I feels you, bro. I fucking feels you, bro. I get you. Put Noxzema on me when I got sunburned. Wait, that's like that anti-itch cream, huh? I didn't like know about that back in the day, okay? We were dealing with milk, okay? Okay, Gina? We was dealing with the milk. The milk baths. Yeah, aloe vera didn't work. Like, it cooled it down for like the pain sensation, but not for the fucking itchiness. Like, the fucking itchiness was like hardcore for me, and I was just like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright. Okay, never mind. Yes, exactly. Taking a fucking shower with a bath sunburn, it fucking does. Like, fuck you. Just like, and you're like, oh, fuck you, man. Like, it just fucking ramps up the fucking feeling. And oh man, fuck that shit, bro. Fuck that shit. I haven't been badly sunburned like that in forever and ever, but yeah, I now know that if I'm gonna be out someplace that's gonna be like super sunny, I will either definitely wear. That's one of the reasons why I do prefer to wear long sleeves, even like during the summer and shit, to diminish the sun exposure for myself. But if I'm gonna be somewhere where I'm like, definitely looking up at the sun all the goddamn time, I would definitely put on some sunscreen. I'm not a very like hat type of weary guy situation, so I will always get my scalp sunburned, especially when I have shorter hair as well. But yeah, that's something I can deal with the scalp sunburn for some odd reason. Like, I'm okay with that. It doesn't really like bother me. But man, my fucking back, fuck you. Just fuck you on that shit, for real, for real. Try salt water next time. It hurts. Oh, really? You just want me to be in more pain and shit? Like, fuck that shit, man. But yeah, so for me in sunburns, like, fuck no. Just no. I'm glad to see that the camera is still charging though, so everything is working. So for now, the system is good to go. From your guys' perspective, how was the quality? I understand that right now I'm only streaming at 1.2 kilobits, megabits, 1.2? Yeah, 1.2 megabits per second, which is roughly 1,200 kilobits for those guys that are familiar to like the terms on OBS and shit. As opposed to how I was streaming yesterday, I was streaming at 3,500 kilobits through the phone. So obviously I know that there's going to be a degradation in quality, but is it bad? Like, is it okay? Is it like watchable? Is it acceptable if I'm like on the go, like moving around? Like, if you guys were watching me at PAX right now, would you guys be okay with this quality? And if not, let me know so I can invest in something else, because I don't want to be pumping out like shitty quality and like shitty stuff that nobody wants to fucking watch, because no matter how much they may care about watching my streams, they're not gonna watch it because it's gonna look like shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put out shitty content. I really don't. I wear sunscreen when I'm in the sun for a long time. For real, man. Like, I'm hardly ever like in the sun like all that much, except for whenever I'm walking snowball and shit, which I should wear sunscreen, but I don't. But I'm not like super exposed to the sun in that aspect. But yeah, for real, man. Just bathe in isopropyl alcohol and gasoline. Great times, yeah. Just great fucking time. Just set the world on fire. Burn brighter, or some other words that I don't know about the song. Suck my wait, what? No, okay, cool, choo, man. It's acceptable. Quality is great so far. It was really nice quality. All right, there's too much shirt in this angle. Oh, there's too much shirt. I was like, what do you mean too much shirt? I thought you were talking about like actually like tipping the camera like down or up. Motherfucker, you just want me to take off my shirt. Automatic 10K views, man. Automatic. Shirtless streams are where it's at. No ass cam coming right at you. The sound is good and the camera looks good. Thank you for that. Can't wait for December because I'm getting a new PC for Christmas. Nice. That's what's up. You should do it. The camera produces great sound and quality. Alright, sounds good. All I'm waiting for on this camera here is obviously right now we're in a not super windy situation, so you guys aren't hearing the and shit like that whenever we go like this. I don't know if you guys heard that, but so I'm waiting for they're like little sticky stick-on like so obviously you guys know my floofball mic. So imagine this stuff right here, but like in a really small sticky pad that you can adhere to the top of where the microphone ports are, and obviously just cut it around to where it fits the camera properly, and that way it'll cut down on the wind noise whenever I'm in the windy situation. So that's the one thing that I'm waiting on to like really tie this all over. If you guys are saying that the quality is good, audio quality is good, the biggest issue that I thought I was gonna have was the audio quality. I knew that the picture on the camera itself looks good. The issue is obviously it's limiting me on the bit rates that I can stream. So this camera looks like perfect because this bitch shoots at 4K, but obviously I can't stream at 4K. I can only stream at 1080p, and the bitrate that it allows me to do that is, you know, it's super low. But I thought that the audio quality was going to be just so much more garbage because of the reviews that I was watching on YouTube where they were comparing this year's model to last year's model, or this thing to a GoPro 6 to a GoPro 7 or whatever. And the audio, granted, on action cameras just isn't the best. But what I was hearing was just like complete fucking garbage that whenever I actually got it and I listened to it myself, I was like, what are they doing to it on these video reviews? Because what I was getting, or what I am getting, doesn't sound like that. But that's why I was very adamant about wanting to, you know, hook up the external microphone, which the one that I just showed you guys. I was going to modify the little motherboard, or the little fucking circuit board on the inside, to allow me to hook up an external jack to it. That way I could plug this bitch in. Unfortunately, this is built differently. It doesn't allow me to do that, and the schematics are like very hard to come by. I pretty much just have to like call the company or ask the company. I didn't want to go through all that trouble. But if the internal microphones work just as well, it becomes so much easier and less, you know, cumbersome as bigger of a setup. Because imagine if I have this, because my idea was I was gonna use my cell phone, and then you know, because obviously I want to do like a POV shot. Imagine having my fucking cell phone here, like just sticking out to the side with this fucking floofball mic here. I couldn't turn this way. Like, what'd you guys say? What, guys? Huh? You know, like that just wouldn't work out very well. So like with this little camera, it's like about this fucking big. It would just like be right here and shit. So it wouldn't take up so much. You know, granted, like if I were using it like this with the cell phone, it would work. It's also a little bit heavier, so you know, this is a lighter setup. It's more convenient, but it does have like its quality drawbacks just because it's only allowed me a certain bit rate as opposed to like a cell phone. My upload speed on this plan is about realistically 6 consistently. It pushes up to like 8, 10, and 12, just depending on the location, but more like on an average standpoint, it's about 6 megabits. So I could stream out a 1080p quality stream and it would look, you know, much more beautiful. It is just the issue of like, it's a bigger fucking setup. The fucking floofball microphone is like way up here and shit, like, and you know, just like always be bumping me and shit. So yeah, it's kind of like a drawback, trade-off and shit like that. What's going on, Angel? How you doing? Thank you for dropping by. Looking like you're making out with the Muppet. Can you just fashion a windscreen over the diaphragm of mic? Yeah, pretty much. That's what's actually going to happen. I will show you guys, or you can look it up yourself. They're called Rycote wind jammers, or the one that I'm going to get is the Rycote micro wind jammers, and it's just a little bitty piece of, it's a stick-on thing. It's just a fucking dead cat. I feel like somebody, shit. I don't think you guys heard that. That shit honestly sounded like gunshots. I don't know what else it could be. That shit sounded like gunshots though. Fuck. Other which way? They're like little, they're dead kittens, but they're flat. And then you just adhere to it like little sticky pad around it with the little hole cut out on the inside, obviously, because you don't want to cover the microphone. But you just cut it around like the buttons, so you cover the little hole for the microphone, but you still have access to your buttons and shit. But that really threw me off though. I swear those were gunshots. Sounded like a ducking rocket ship. Oh. Which one, Angel? The one I'm wearing? My Abercrombie one? What am I doing for... You thought it was thunder at first? Yeah, no, we're sunny as fuck out here. I know you were saying that it's not super sunny at your in your current vicinity and shit. Yeah, we're super sunny as fuck. Yeah, nuh-uh. It sounded off that way. Usually I only think I hear gunshots like later on at night. Like it would be weird to hear gunshots right now in the middle of the day. It's fucking noon over here. So I don't know, it's throwing me off. If I don't hear sirens or anything like that, then I'll obviously think that it's something else. Like I always wait to hear sirens to see if, you know, somebody calls a cop like, yo, my homeboy just got shot, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Looking at, I don't know, man. I'm obviously like downplaying it and shit, or upplaying it, but yeah, we'll wait on that, see if we hear sirens and shit. Maybe it was just like a car backfiring. I don't even think cars backfire anymore. We don't have those type of old cars anymore that backfire. Those, you guys remember that shit. But for Thanksgiving, obviously we have Thanksgiving here. My aunt comes over, you know, kids and stuff like that. They all come over, you know, cousins and shit. So like we have Thanksgiving here. When I used to work at Walmart, I used to love Thanksgiving because I used to love Black Friday. Like, I know a lot of fucking people hate working Black Friday for some reason. I don't know why, but I just fucking love Black Friday. I love the fucking mob mentality where, like, I'm gonna fuck your ass up if you don't let go of this goddamn motherfucking TV, bitch. You know, I just love that shit. I don't know what it is about it. I love that. I've talked about it before. I'm obviously not working in a fucking retail environment anymore. So, you know, like me shopping on Black Friday, like I don't really give a fuck about it because I know that all the deals that we get out for Black Friday, I pretty much get them year long if I'm savvy enough and smart enough to, like, you know, find the right retailers online like eBay. I can get the same fucking product, you know, that they're selling, you know, on Black Friday, and I don't have to fucking fight anybody. But I just liked working it because I wanted to see everybody fight each other. You know, I like that fucking mob mentality and shit. But yeah, for me to go out and get like the deals, I'm like, I just stay at home. Like, okay, cool. Add to cart, let's go. You know, it's just simpler that way. Oh, the one from the website. Oh, Angel, that's my website. The one that I sent you, that's my website. Did I tell you this? I don't know if I told you this, but that's my website. I'm selling that. So if you want to help out your boy and buy a sweater or buy a hoodie, go for it. Actually, I don't know. Did I send you the one that was the Christmas one? The Christmas tree one? Because that's the one that I want to buy for myself. Geez, boys in the hood in this bitch, you know it? I forgot their names, though. What's their names? I forgot their names, man. It's been such a long-ass time since I've seen that movie, man. Are you having a gender reveal on the 18th? Yo, how you gonna have a gender reveal on the 18th when you know that on the 17th, a day prior to your gender reveal, is my birthday? What kind of shit is that? Just have it on my birthday, looking ass. How is the gender reveal gonna work? Who's putting it together? Is it gonna be like a balloon that you pop and then like the color confetti that comes out is gonna tell you? Is it gonna be a confetti cannon? Is it a cake that you cut into and if it's pink or blue? How is the gender reveal gonna work? I like gender reveal parties. I don't know. I think I would go balls deep for one of those parties. I should just be an event planner. Fuck the bullshit. Fuck the bullshit. Cyber Monday's where it's at. Yeah, exactly. Especially when people fight, man. I just love seeing fights. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I don't like to get caught up in like people's drama and shit. But you know, if I'm watching a good fight, I'm like, oh hell yeah, you know, for real, for real. I like that shit. A lot of workers don't like working on Black Friday because they have to deal with that. I know, but I love that because you know, I just love that shit. Like fuck that shit. Like fuck you, man. You never had a car that backfired? Well, I think they're like older cars now. Obviously, like we have, you know, different engines and shit. I don't know much about automotive situations to like tell you exactly why a car backfired, but I know that back in the day, like cars would backfire and it sounded like a fucking gunshot and shit. Trey and Ricky are the two I remember from Boys in the Hood. Yo, Trey! Yo, Trey! How does the song go? Yo, Trey, I was wondering if you would buy me a bottle of rosé. Right? Somehow like that. It was Trey Songz and Nicki Minaj when Nicki Minaj was like first starting to like, you know, come up and shit. Ricky! Okay, no. Sounds biased. Go balls / Fufu Deep. Wait, what's Fufu Deep though? Like Fufu, like vajayjay? Like go pussy deep? How would we work that shit? Cause you know. Cause like there's the one like Strictly Dickly is for females whenever they're straight, and then there was the for guys. I didn't know this one, but you say purely pussy. I'm purely pussy whenever you say you're straight. But balls deep. What would a female say then? Ovaries deep? Like I'ma go ovaries deep up in this bitch, man. I'ma go moose antlers deep. I don't know what the fuck to say. Fuck, man. Give me one. Give me a good one. Shit. With Trey Songz, I love that song in that part. Yes, I love it. What happened to Trey Songz? Is he like still active? Did he stop recording? What's going on with that? Rip to me ears. Rip. R.I.P. man. Bottoms up. Yes, bottoms up. Yeah. That's the jam right there. That's the jam, bro. Shit, I might but send me that link again. And hey, I didn't know, and two of my friends and know it's going to be a boxing bag, and you can go if you want. I'll send you the screenshot. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll send you the link again, Angel, if you're interested in buying something off of the store. Again, it is my store. I'm starting to, try to get it off the ground. So obviously I'm trying to get sales, I'm not just trying to, sell you something for no fucking reason and shit. It's my little business. So I got to be a businessman, obviously. But yeah, I'll send that shit to you again, just in case you're interested. But yeah, I want to get the Christmas tree one. I really like that one. I know I sent the picture to Devontae as well. But yeah, I want that one. I want that. I want to rock that this Christmas season. Yo, Trey, I was like, yo, Trey, do you think you could buy me a bottle of rosé? That one, yes. You got it, Yuki. You say strictly dickly as well. See, boom. I say purely pussy. Purely pussy, Get all up in the vajayjay. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. But the thing is, you have to wear either pink or blue. Can I wear both? Can I wear pink and blue? Can I be the one that stands out or whatever the fucking? Can I be the different motherfucker that just wears both? No. Or like new idea, plot twist here, new idea, which I think it would be super cool if it were to be like possible, like if but then it wouldn't be a surprise to everybody else. What I was thinking is everyone wears a pink and a blue shirt. I think this bitch stopped charging, didn't it? I think it did. But everyone should wear a pink and blue shirt. And then whenever the gender reveal happens, everyone wears that specific color. Get what I'm saying? So like if it's a girl, everyone puts on their pink shirt or they take off the blue shirt or whatever. And then they all rock the pink once everyone knows. I don't know, just throwing shit out there, obviously. Fungalo Possum, welcome back. All right, Gina, see you in a bit. That one, yes, be a rebel, be a social misfit, man. You like that phrase, purely pussy? Do I have plus size? Plus size. I can't fucking speak because what is English to me? We've discussed this multiple times. I'm gonna say yes and no. Well, it depends on what you would consider a plus size, how big. I think the biggest is, some items are extra large, some items are extra large, and I think that's the highest. But then some offer, like ridiculous amounts and shit. So it really depends on the product. The way that I'm working on this store is I'm finding a specific product. I'm not actually building it in terms of like I'm gonna fill out the store per se. With like everything and just like throw it in there. What I'm trying to find is like find an ideal product and then market that ideal product. Like what I was asking Devontae, he sent me like a full complete list that I'm still fucking working on and shit. I put together the little lights, the little treehouse light looking thing ones. But I'm trying to find one specific product, figure out like getting the mentality of who would buy this, create the ad set, and then market that to that said person. And then like for the sweaters, the ugly sweaters or whatever, whether you like it or whether you think it's ugly, market that to a specific, targeted, interested group of people and shit. And so therefore that's how I'm working on it. Eventually, obviously, the more that I do it, the store itself will just like start to fill out and it will have like a shit ton of products. Obviously, like right now, I think like I'm nearing about 90 products. Some of it was just like padding to like make the store not look like, oh, he's only selling one thing. So I wanted to pad it out with obviously all the products are, they're buyable. I didn't want to fucking like, throw just cheap shit on there. So I did my research, hence why it took me a lot longer to like put everything together, because I have to do research on everything. I have to figure out exactly, is this a quality product? Would I feel comfortable selling this to somebody? Even if they're paying $3 for it, would I still feel comfortable in selling this to somebody? So, it took me a long time to do that, but that's how I'm working on it, as opposed to like, being like a Walmart that you go in there and you just like browse around. This is more like, I have this thing and I think that this would be great for you, so then I market that to you, if that makes any sense. That was like a really long-winded explanation. I just quickly realized that shit, man. My fiance wants to wear pink under the blue because he thinks it's a boy, but I think it's a girl. I'm just saying it would be a really neat idea for everyone to wear like the same color of the gender reveal. Like one other idea that I was thinking is, but again, this wouldn't be a surprise unless you just wanted it to only be a surprise to you. If like everybody that was gonna be attending knew prior what the sex was, and they like all wore like a trench coat or something, and they had the shirt color underneath. So if it's a boy, they would all wear blue, but then it would obviously be covered with the trench coat. Then you guys wouldn't be able to tell. And then at the moment of revealing, you know, everybody just goes like, "Pah!" And like, you know, they flash you, but they flash you the color and shit. I don't know, you know, just different ideas that I'm throwing out. Obviously, they're like stupid and shit. I don't know, whatever, stuff, you know, cause what is stuff? I'm going to my mom's with the family for Thanksgiving. Yo, that's what's up, man. For sure, for sure. You know, family is a big thing, like, for Thanksgiving. Like, I think family is a big thing, like, all together, all the time. You know, like, instead of just waiting for Thanksgiving, just waiting for a birthday, just waiting for, you know, Christmas, you know, make time for family, you know, for the loved ones. You know, obviously, if you're fucking fighting with somebody, you don't want to spend time with them. I definitely understand that. But maybe, like, you know, try to understand why you guys are fighting. Is there a way to, like, bury the hatchet and, like, you know, get over that shit? If you guys are fighting about a 10-year-old argument, then, you know, is there some way to, like, you know, say, like, let bygones be bygones? You know, can we move on? Can we try this, you know, with a different beginning, a new start, a fresh start, and see if we can, you know, is it coincide or coexist with each other and shit like that? I don't know, man, but I'm real big on, like, you know, that family aspect, you know, with family or friends. You know, that's why I'm real big on, you know, like, the making memories with people and shit, because those are the things that you remember. You know, like, whenever you're, like, there at your fucking deathbed, like, those experiences, those memories of what you've done, who you've been with, the laughs that you shared, you know, the ideas that you were talking about, the fucking places you visited together, the emotions that you felt with said person. Maybe it was a romantic relationship, maybe it was just like you were on fucking cloud nine with the fucking group of friends, you know, whatever it may be. Those are the things that you will remember whenever you're there. Those are the things that you remember now from the shit that you've already done. And that's like what's like the biggest thing. And, like, you know, I'm really I push heavy on that, you know. Sometimes I push a little bit too hard, but that's me though. That's just me though. That's how I operate. Okay, that's how I operate. You can never go wrong with accessories. What type of accessories, Yuki? Welcome back, Gina. Welcome back. Welcome backs. I don't know if my battery backup, like, finally depleted because I haven't charged it in a while. But I think it's finally dead. Because it's no charging no more. There's no charging no more. Wait, my phone is charging. Never mind. Oh, maybe the camera's just done charging because it hasn't actually used any battery. That makes sense. Because my phone is still charging. Are you going to send me a pic of all the food you're cooking? Nice. I didn't realize that my phone was still charging. So I don't know what's going on. So therefore the battery backup is not dead. This motherfucker's supposed to last a really long time. Especially one thing that I do like as well, using this battery backup with my phone. My phone is a 3000 milliamp hour battery. Comparing it to the camera's power consumption, motherfucker's a little bitty battery. It's a little bitty fucking battery. So obviously the battery backup, which is a 30,000 milliamp hour, you know, so like in realistic world, and like if we were looking at it just like straight across the board, a 3000 milliamp hour compared to a 30,000, obviously, you know, I could charge the phone 10 times over. This motherfucker is like, I don't know exactly how much the milliamp hour is. I haven't really looked at it, but it's not that big. It's not that much. So then if this motherfucker can, you know, realistically, if it was just straight across the board, obviously there's power consumption, power loss, and stuff like that, you know, with different voltages. If it can do the phone that many times, imagine how many times, how long I could keep a fucking stream going with this camera. Obviously, so long as I have access to internet, you know, because if my internet is being accessed through my hotspot, then my phone has to be charged as well. But if I was in a place like here at home where I have access to my Wi-Fi and not having to use my phone for the internet access, so therefore my phone were to die, the stream could actually theoretically still go on. I just wouldn't be able to see the chat, which would be stupid, but you get what I'm saying, you know? So that's one thing that I'm really kind of like, that's also like a good quality, or, you know, a pro. Instead of a con, it's a pro, because it just uses less power. So whenever I'm on the go, I won't have to be like super worried about, you know, charging the battery back up, because it can just go like the Energizer Bunny, you know? You're gonna Snapchat the food? Do it. What is my favorite food at Thanksgiving? For me, I'm quite different. A lot of people say turkey. I'm more like a stuffing guy, or the dressing, you know? Like me, and mashed potatoes and brown gravy. boom, the bomb. But dressing is where it's at. That's like the main thing that I look forward to. You know, dressing or whatever you guys decide to call it, dressing or stuffing. But that is my shit. That is my jam. Turkey, I'm really not like a super big fan of the turkey. I actually prefer ham to the turkey. I'll eat the turkey, you know. I'm not saying that I don't like it. But the ham just, ham, So my plate consists of not a lot of things. It'll be mashed potatoes, brown gravy, fixing of dressing or stuffing, however you call it, turkey, and ham. And gravy on the turkey. Yeah, gravy on the turkey, gravy on the mashed potatoes, ham, no gravy. If my mom usually likes to make macaroni and cheese. I am not a big macaroni and cheese type of guy. Just macaroni and cheese by itself, I feel like it's kind of plain. But I can eat it, so sometimes it will be on my plate. But I'm very anti like veggies type situation, so you won't see like green beans, you won't see peas, you won't see corn on my plates at all. So that's just how I roll. That's how my shit is. Hey, what's going on, Marco? I haven't seen you in a while, bro. How's it been, man? Yeah, that'd be cool, but there's only 2 people that will know, and it's a boxing theme, LOL, since I used to fight. Oh, gotcha. I see how it is. So you're gonna like hit a punching bag, and then the punching bag blows up? I'm like not wrapping my mind around how that's gonna work. How does the reveal happen? But right, Angel, thank you for dropping by. Greatly appreciate it. Super awesome. Enjoy the rest of your day. What's going on, Joker Jack? How's everything going? Haven't seen you in a while, bro. How you been? You like what you like. Exactly. I know what I like. Call me picky. Call me whatever. But I know what I fucking like. If I like the pussy, I like the pussy. If I don't like that pussy, then I don't like that pussy. Call me whatever the fuck you want, looking ass. You love dressing? Like, that's my shit. That's my favorite thing. Like, you know how we always have leftovers for Thanksgiving and shit. Like, I could care less about anything else. Like, I would be eating dressing, like, 3 or 4 days after Thanksgiving and shit, because that's my jam. Like, where my mom and my stepdad, they'll be eating the turkey. They'll be eating everything else. I am the dressing guy. Like, that's the shit right there. Like, dressing. That's where it's at for me. Like, my second helping of food, like for my second plate, like, is usually you get 1 plate and then like you get a second helping, I can't fucking speak, will just be dressing or stuffing. Like, I'll throw away my other plate because usually whenever the family comes over, we use like the disposable plates and shit. I'll throw that one. I'll get one of the fucking plates out of our actual cupboard and like a bowl and go to town on some dressing and shit, because that's my jam. That's my shit. And then obviously you got to hit it up with some dessert. Ham is my shit. More shit. What does that mean? Rock on, Joseph. Rock on. Okay, no. Your ass been live, bro. Oh, you ain't been live, bro. Also, I've been in the country. Oh, that's what's up, bro. Yeah, I haven't been live, bro. I've like dropped off the map for a bit, man. But I'm making a comeback. So expect more live streams from me now that my system or my little setup is, good to go and shit. Food chat today. Somebody was asking me about, my favorite food. Christian was asking me about my favorite food. So we kind of decided to start talking about turkey and shit. So, at some point or another on every stream, you should know this by now, we would discuss sex or food. Most of the time it was both. All the time it was actually both. Somehow we would talk about food, then we would dive into sex, and then we would dive back into food. Doesn't matter. It was always food and sex. You know this. It's like the pillar of my content. Food and sex. Whenever you tune into one of my streams, no matter if I'm like being motivational or super inspirational or something along those lines, you know to expect food and sex. Okay? Just know this, looking ass. Have I always been pierced? Earrings? Yes. It's just probably you didn't really notice it whenever I had the long hair. Maybe that's what it is, but yes, I've always had my ears pierced. Candied yams, man. I don't fuck with candied yams. I'm telling you, like, whatever I told you on my plate, that's all I really fuck with. I know the jellied cranberry, right? I'm pretty sure that's a thing, right? Cranberry sauce or whatever the fuck it is, man. I don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with candied yams. I don't fuck with anything else. telling you, I'm really, really picky, and I guess bland in a way, because you know none of that has like a lot of exoticness to it. You know, like I don't like the green peas. I don't like the green pea. Yeah, the green peas or the green beans, or you know the corn or whatever else that you know people make for Thanksgiving and shit. I like the staples. You know, the mashed potatoes, the dressing, turkey and ham. That's it. Maybe the macaroni and cheese. Like that's a maybe. That's an iffy one. But you know the staple shit. That's what I'm down for. You know, don't be giving me this other extra stuff. Keep that shit to your side. Food while having sex is the way to go. Shit, put a fucking Twinkie in me while I'm getting it in. Let's go. Let go. Actually, I don't like Twinkies all that much. What else can we do? Give me a fucking slice of pizza while I'm getting it in. Let go. You know, just put the fucking slice of pizza on her back. Let's go. You know, pump it, chump it like 3 or 4 times. Get a bite. Put it back down on her back. Pump it, chump it 20 times. 20 times. 20 times, baby. That's my new rap name right there. 20 times, son. Yo, 20 times. Shit, man. But you know, yeah, food and sex mix. Obviously, that's why there's food fetishes and shit. Like, you know, pouring chocolate sauce and Miracle Whip. Is it Miracle Whip? What is that shit called? What is that shit called? Is it Miracle Whip? Right? Is it Miracle Whip? The foamy white stuff? You put that shit like on your shit? The strawberry sauce. Some people take it a little bit further and like, you know, like to see people eat cake. But that's like, you know, diving deeper into it. Like to see people like eat chicken and I don't know. Yeah, that's weird for me, man. Put a hot dog wiener in that pussy? No. No. Just no. No. The only thing in there should be my dick. Ham and stuffing. There you go. That's all I need, man. That's all I need. Welcome back, Angie. Welcome back. Mac and cheese. Dressing's the best for sure, man. For real. Candied yams is your favorite. Honestly, I don't fuck with them. But to be honest with you, I don't even know what they taste like. So I'm just telling you that I don't fuck with them, and I haven't even tasted. I'm just very weird like that. You know, if I just have like a feeling towards it that I'm not gonna like it, I don't even know if I will like it or not. I just won't try it. Cranberry sauce, that's what it's called. Gotcha. Yeah. Wait, sex was never appealing to you? Like, for real? Hey, for some people, they don't like sex. I'm a fucking sex freak, nymphomaniac, whatever the fuck you want to call me. I love sex. I love the aspect of sex, of just like getting it in. I'm not talking about like making love. I'm just talking about like some primal fucking in here and shit, you know, like just like, you know, getting her off and getting myself off and, you know, boom. Obviously, there's a time and a place for passionate sex making or passionate love making. And then there's a time and a place for just like primal fucking, you know, like balls to the wall type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's there. It's there. Nah, you young chinchilla. So I'm not 20 times. I'm young chinchilla. There's a fucking bee. It's a fucking fly. Okay, this is getting warm. Let me just down this shit. I know it looks like shit now because it's sticking to the rim or to the outside. Oh, that wasn't like, that wasn't that good. All warm and shit. Medical Whip, yo, and whipped cream, that shit. Whipped cream. I couldn't fucking come up with the word. Thank you. Miracle Whip is a brand of mayo. yes, that shit. God, I couldn't fucking come up with it, man. They're good. They're sweet. I've just never tried them, you know. Again, like if I have the mentality that I'm not gonna like it and I just think it looks weird or for some odd reason, I just won't try it. You know, I've gotten a little bit better about that. You know, sometimes I'll just like take a little bit, like a little nibble and shit, as opposed to like taking a full bite full or mouthful. But yeah, I'm like growing up, I was very bad. I didn't want to try new things, new food. Again, my way of eating, like I had a hamburger, no cheese, nothing. It was bread, patty, bread. Let's go. I was very like a plain eater, you know, very finicky, very picky. My mom had a lot of trouble feeding me because of that. Macaroni and cheese is my biggest thing for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Really? Wow. Like, I can fuck with macaroni and cheese, but more like in a hamburger helper type of aspect. So, like, what I like to do with just regular Kraft mac and cheese is add, you know, a pound of ground beef. For, like that, I fucking fuck with that shit. But, you know, like, if I buy one of those boxes of hamburger helper, you know, that's good as well. But, yeah, me and macaroni and cheese, just, it's okay. It's good. It's just, I feel like it just doesn't have enough of a flavor to, like, fill me up, you know? It doesn't fill me up. Like, it's like I want something more. Looking ass. To me, women looks like they're hurting while having sex, but they like playing it off like they're not hurting. Hey, sometimes pain is pleasure. Sometimes pain is pleasure. I don't know why, but sometimes it is. I mean, I'm just saying, shit. There's some females that take a big one. I mean, like, fuck. Like some females can take a fucking 12-inch dick in there, and like they're fucking champions. And I'm just like in awe. I'm like, you go, girl. Like, you know, everybody would be like, oh, that bitch is a hoe or whatever. And I'm like, you get that shit, girl. You like, and then like they fucking deep throat that shit like a 12-inch dick. Like, fuck, dude. I'm like, what? I'm like seriously shocked and amazed, and I'm like, whoa. Like, I know I'm weird, but I like sex. If I don't feel like mac and cheese, then it ain't no good. Oh, if it don't feel like mac and cheese, then it ain't no good. Some places they will sell you mac and cheese, but then it has like no taste. Like it tastes like fucking water. Then I'm like, why the fuck you even put this shit together? Like it tastes like no water. Like the mac and cheese that my mom makes is good. It tastes like cheese, obviously. But I still feel like there's just not enough there. You know, like I want more. I want it to fill me up. What you're not making dinner tonight, Joseph? What the fuck, bro? Yeah, Cool Whip is the name that I was thinking of. Cool Whip, Cool Whip, Cool Whip. For those of you guys that have seen that Family Guy episode, Cool Whip, Whip, Cool Whip, Whip, Whip. Okay, never mind. But yeah, I don't know why the fuck I was saying Miracle Whip. I couldn't come up with the name of whipped cream. I knew that there was a different word, and I was like, what the fuck is the word? Like, what is English to me? I don't know English. Psh, who cares if said person is a hoe? Cause I sure am. Exactly. Fuck that shit. You know, fuck that shit. If you're being safe about your shit, fuck it. You know, you ain't spreading diseases. You getting yours because you like to fuck, because you like sex. Fuck the shit. Fuck what anybody else says, man. If I like to fuck, I like to fuck. If a female likes to fucking get it in, then she likes to fucking get it in. Fuck the bullshit. Like, I hate that fucking double standard where, you know, a guy's a pimp and then a girl's a hoe if, like, they're both doing the same shit. Like, yes, if they're not being safe and, like, you know, they're out there just, like, spreading diseases and shit, like, fuck them, whether you're a guy or a female. But if you're being safe, you know, and all you're doing is, you know, you're being upfront about your shit, you'd be like, hey, look, this is just a one-time deal, or we're keeping this as a on-the-go basis. Like, this isn't a relationship, this is just sexual between you and I. If I call you up and you're down for sex, let's go. But, you know, like, getting no feelings involved, like no strings attached type situation, and like all parties involved are okay with it, then bam, what the fuck is there to be judging about? Fucking sex is, to me, sex is fucking great, you know. Just like, like that nut, like, fuck, amazing. Like, it just doesn't compare to, like, whenever you fucking bust a nut, whenever you masturbate. Like, sex, like, just, 10 times, 20 times, 30 times fucking better, 100 times better, man. It's like, have your fucking legs shaking and shit. Like, yeah. I'm a very big advocate of sex. My family makes beans, rice, and tamales for Christmas. Thanksgiving, however, turkey, ham, stuffing, conchas con queso, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, which I'm not a fan of, and ham. Conchas con queso. What are those? Like a tostada? Or like, I don't know what those are. I've never heard of those. The cool hips. Yeah, you know them cool hips. Cool hips, cool hips. Yo, she got them cool hips. Yo, girl, come at me, girl. Show me them cool hips. Okay, never mind. They can't eat some bullshit after wasting my dinner for the last 2 nights. Ah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. You slave over a hot stove and then motherfuckers don't be eating that shit. I understand your pain, man. I understand your pain. I get you. I get you. They get McDonald's. Sounds like the art of sword swallowing, but with the dick. You're right though, bro. Just like gotta relax the throat. Just like I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I'm just like I'm telling you, like I'm in just fucking shock and awe whenever these females can do that. I'm like, what the fuck? Mm-mm. Oh, mac and cheese. Oh, like the little shells then. Okay, gotcha. I understand you now. Exactly, exponentially better. Let me put her inside. But for real, man, like that nut that you bust from sex is like, pff, you just can't compare it. You just can't compare it to fucking Pamela, man. Pamela just ain't got shit on pussy. For real. Like, it just doesn't work. Fucking dildo ain't got shit on a dick. Maybe if the guy doesn't know how to hit it right. Also, like if the female just doesn't know how to hit it right as well. Because girls also got to know how to hit it. Like it's, you know, it's a thing. It's a thing, you know. Like it's not all about just like laying there and, you know, having the guy hit it, you know. If the female knows how to work it, man, it's just so much better as well. Like, you know, I think both parties just need to know how to have sex. It's what it boils down to. It's what it boils down to. But I'm down for tamales. My mom or my aunt, actually, my aunt likes to make tamales. Um, so they might make tamales. I don't know. I'm real finicky about tamales as well. Like they gotta be on point, otherwise I will not fuck with tamales. Like my mom likes to fucking make them like extra fucking spicy, and I'm like, fuck, you can't even taste the goddamn tamale before you get fucking a fucking burning sensation and shit. So for me, I'm like, it's gotta be like mildly hot, but it's gotta be flavorful. And I've talked about this, you know, if it's gonna be spicy, it's gotta have good flavor. Otherwise, I don't want to fuck with it. So nobody's speaking though through the window like, fuck you talking about? Oh, you guys can see her down there? Well, she probably wants to come back out, so she's like laying down now. But my stepdad woke up, so that's probably why she wanted to go inside to like just say hi and shit. Wow, I didn't actually think I was gonna be out here streaming that long. Got a notification from eBay just for you. 47% off. No way. No way. No way. Just for me. Looking at. Don't be lying at me, bro. You love tamales? Nah, shit. I see you. I see you. I see you. Me look, bitch. This one fly is just like fucking with me because ever since because obviously this is sweet. So once this fly caught a like a, you know, a taste or whatever of this thing over here, the fly will not leave me alone. It just won't leave me alone. I'm thinking about streaming, but it's probably going to be some Geometry Dash because the up, down, left, right buttons won't work. On what system, bro? On the computer? Maybe? Speaking of tamales, one time my mom made Mexican food for Christmas. It wasn't the usual holiday cuisine. Cuisine. However the fuck you pronounce that word? That fly likes me, it really does. Am I gaming today? No more gaming, Arkham. All my gaming streaming gear is sold. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't. I mean, actually, I could still stream Call of Duty from the PlayStation 4 directly. There wouldn't be a webcam. I would just plug in my headphones so you guys could hear me, but I could still theoretically do that, and also I can still stream from the computer if I wanted to stream like some Super Mario World, you know, something off of an emulator or even a PC game if I wanted to stream something like that. So theoretically I could still stream some games. The Wii U is gone, so I can't stream Super Mario Maker because I sold that bitch, and I don't have a capture card to actually stream the PS4 through the capture card and then have all the overlays and all that other shit. So yeah. So that's the situation on that. When is the next Mario Maker stream? I think I just answered that question because there is no more Wii U. I sold that bitch, man. Unless I happen to get a Nintendo Switch and they come out with Mario Maker 2, and you know, sometime in the future, maybe maybe, and that's a big maybe. Just because I like the skill that's required to play Mario Maker. That's the only big reason why I played it. But yeah, no más gaming, no más gaming, no más gaming. On the emulator, mobile emulator, and when the chat is on. Oh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I mean, yeah, Geometry Dash would work. I got heavy into that, so not like super heavy into it, but enough to where whenever I was in, I said this at one point as well. Whenever I was in the restroom, instead of like, you know how you like get on Facebook or Instagram or some shit like, or YouTube, whenever you know you on the toilet just sitting there, you know, wasting time and shit. My ass was on fucking Geometry Dash. Like, I'd be in there for like fucking 30 minutes and shit when my business was done like fucking 25 minutes ago. You get what I'm saying? Because I was so focused on this goddamn game and shit. Yeah, I sold it all. The Wii U is gone, capture card is gone, webcam is gone. So the current streaming setup that you see is the streaming setup that you will see from now on. This is going to be more on the go IRL type aspect, hence why I'm in the backyard. You know, for better lighting obviously as well. My lighting situation isn't the same anymore in my room. So granted, I could still, you know, move one thing around, like just move the lamp behind the fucking camera and shit. I could still stream from the room, but it would kind of be boring to stream from the room. That the whole reason why I wanted to swap over to this was so I could stream from various other locations. You know, stream here in the backyard, stream in the kitchen, stream when I'm out at the park, whenever I happen to decide to go to the park without Snowball, because I've talked about how I don't necessarily feel too comfortable streaming when Snowball is right there. You know, because I'm having to pay attention to her and, you know, pay attention to the park area and just shit like that. But, you know, for PAX, I definitely want to do a stream like this at PAX. You know, you guys are probably going to be more here most of the time, just watching everything that I'm watching or being able to see what I'm seeing. But that's what's going to end up happening, you know, more IRL type aspects. Again, I just got to get more into the habit of doing it because, you know, I get the butterflies, you know, whenever I start to go live again, because I'm not used to streaming anymore. So I got to get more into the habit and just, you know, like get rid of that fear. Mario Maker 2 ought to have Mario All-Star graphics. That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Like, you know, instead of like, you know, going with the new Super Mario World bullshit, which granted I did like, I still do like. I think they should still incorporate that. But if they were to go like super old school retro, that'd be super amazing. That'd be awesome. And also like just expand, you know, in terms of what people can do. That'd be great to like be able to diversify. What's going on, Marco? What you need help with? But yeah, all of that stuff is gone. You know, because granted, like I said, I could still stream something off of an emulator. Like, you know, if I wanted to stream a Super Mario World ROM hack or the Super Mario World, you know, game itself, anything like based off on the PC, like a PC game. Like if I were to get Black Ops 4 on the PC, I could potentially stream that. I don't know how well that would work if my rig could handle that type of game. That would probably be resource hungry and then still be able to stream on top of that. I don't know if my rig could handle that shit. Maybe like, you know, turn the game down to like super low quality. I don't know how well my rig would handle that. But if it's a PC game that doesn't require too much, you know, utilization from the CPU or the graphics card, it may be able to handle it that way. But, you know, I still have a potential way of streaming set things, even though I don't have a webcam though. So that would be pointless as well. Unless I could use this as a webcam, I don't know. And Lost Levels graphics, yes, that'd be some shit. You know, they gotta just incorporate more stuff for real. You must have really hated Mario Maker. I didn't hate Mario Maker. I liked Mario Maker, but the issue that I was running into with Mario Maker was, like, here's the thing. Like, Mario Maker to me is boring, and it's also, how do I put this? It's a great thing to play, to get good at, for the skill required to play like really hard levels. But it's also in a way boring to me because I'm only there just playing by myself. Like if I'm playing Call of Duty by myself, I know that I'm not playing with bots or computers. I know that I'm playing with other people around the world. So I get like kind of a still of a sense of connectedness, even though we're not even talking to each other. I could care less about them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But I'm playing with real people as opposed to just a computer. Where like in Mario Maker, if I'm sitting there just grinding out on the level, like it doesn't matter per se, right? And so then therefore, what I was running into is like on Mario Maker. Mario Maker was only fun whenever I was streaming it because you guys were there, you know, seeing Mario Maker happen live, you know, sending me levels, seeing me just, you know, completely suck shit. Suck shit. What the fuck is that? I suck shit. Suck shit. Suck on a fucking specific level and shit, you know, like getting mad and stuff like that. But then I was also running into the situation that I was streaming Mario Maker because I knew people wanted to watch Mario Maker, that I was okay with streaming Mario Maker whenever there was people there to watch. But let's say it was a slow day and I was streaming Mario Maker and I was expecting people to be there, but yet nobody was showing up. Then I would get mad because my idea was only to stream Mario Maker for the people, essentially. And when the people weren't there, I was like, I'm wasting my fucking time because it's boring to me to play it by myself. Because yes, you know, there were levels that I spent like 6 hours on, like what is it, like Hammy's level. I fucking spent 6 hours, you know, plus playing that fucking level so I could get good at it to like eventually be able to beat that motherfucker in like a few minutes or so. But it's kind of like there's like no reward at the end of the fucking goal line or whatever type aspect. I don't know what it is. It's just like, to me, it's like the sense of connectedness of, you know, that's why I like to listen to the radio per se, because I know that at that same moment that I'm listening to the radio, other people in the same world are listening to the same radio station. And even though I'm not in the same car with them, even though I'm never going to see them, I just feel like this sense of connectedness. And so that's what I was running into with Mario Maker. So that's what was happening. It's like I was using it because I knew that people were going to show up. That whenever people didn't show up, I was like, fuck, I'm wasting my time streaming this when I could play something that I would feel super okay with streaming, even though nobody's here watching the stream. Hence why I really liked to stream Call of Duty. And granted, that was like a real big pivot in terms of gaming, you know, Mario Maker compared to Call of Duty. Everybody that was there, you know, had been doing Mario Maker for like such a long time that people weren't really interested in Call of Duty. So, you know, it's two different like types of communities and shit. So, but Call of Duty, I could fucking sit on there and like just fucking play and like, you know, play, whether anybody was there watching the stream, you know, whether I was seeing the chat move or not, because I was playing the game that I enjoyed. And that's what it really kind of came down to. Mario Maker was for the people, but whenever for the people weren't there, I was like, fuck, the hell is this shit, you know? Get what I'm saying? So, I don't know if that makes any sense, so yeah. Honestly, troll levels and extremely difficult / nearly impossible levels made it less fun to watch. Exactly, if the person that is trying to play those levels doesn't have the skill to play those levels, like for me, then it gets really boring because it's just very repetitive. You keep on dying in the same fucking spots. So, you know, if like that's where the difficulty or the, you know, the skill level has to match. So like, you know, Grand Pooh Bear, you send him a fucking, you know, like really hard level, you're okay with watching him play that hard level and like stumble, you know, through the pitfalls of the level because he's a skilled player, that he will get through the level. You know, he will still die multiple times, but he's so much more skilled than me or than, you know, than a regular average player, that he will get through those levels, through those like hard kaizos and shit like that. So it's fun to watch him. That's why I personally prefer to watch skilled streamers whenever I'm watching a video game. So if I'm watching Mario Maker, I prefer to watch somebody super skilled. If I'm watching Call of Duty, I prefer to watch somebody super skilled, because at the same time of watching somebody super skilled, you kind of get yourself into the mentality of that skill mindset. So like if I'm watching somebody play Call of Duty, I'm watching their movements, I'm watching what they're looking at, and I'm trying to get into their mindset of how they're playing the game. So then whenever I try to play the game, I can apply those same tactics, you know, kind of like somebody watching play basketball and like trying to understand how they're playing the game, so therefore you can overall improve your performance and shit. So that's why I like to watch, you know, skilled players in that aspect. But yeah, like if you're gonna send me a fucking Kaizo level and I have no fucking way of doing that shit, it's boring. It really is. It honestly is. You kind of gotta match your skill level to the level itself to make it actually entertaining and fun. My downfall of Mario Maker is the level creations on Super Expert, like all the fucking trash and garbage shit that they were fucking producing, and it's like fucking pointless. You know, like why? Make it fun. If you're gonna make it extra hard, at least make it fun. Don't just make it extra hard with no fucking return and no, like, you know, not like no feeling of achievement once you get to the end. Like, why should somebody put enough time into the level to get to the end of the level if it's not even fun, you know? Like, that's how I feel about it, man. The chat and laughing at Albert Rage made it fun. So my rage is what made it fun, bro. You got to go to jank ass work. All right, Yuki, thank you for dropping by. Thank you for hanging out. Good to see you. Greatly fucking appreciate it. See you on the next one. I said that I was going to stream today, and therefore I streamed today. So tomorrow is the weekend, so the weekend is a little bit more finicky, obviously, in terms of me streaming. It has always been like that, but Monday for sure, there will definitely be a stream. Just stay on the lookout for the weekend streams if they happen to come your way and shit. But for sure Monday, for sure. Yeah, exactly. Like, sometimes just watching the game itself is just kind of like boring and shit. That's why I also prefer to do these streams, because I'm just like interacting, having a conversation with you guys. Obviously, like, there is that delay there, because this does create the delay, whereas the phone is like almost like near live interaction as like the computer was. It's just that the phone or the app doesn't allow me to create the ultra low latency streams. I don't know if there will ever be an update to this app that will introduce that will make this a little bit much better in that aspect. But we can get used to it. It's not bad. 10 seconds, it's not that bad. Whatever. And also, like, if I'm going on a fucking rant anyways, you're not even gonna really see the fucking delay, because by the time I get to your message, it'll probably like be 2 or 3 minutes later after I'm done fucking talking, which happened anyways whenever I was like streaming in my room. So it's the same shit, right? Pretty much. At least it is to me. Yo, what's going on, Tampai? Tampai Senpai! What's going on, bro? Jesus! Ever since I saw your fucking shit, that fucking video. Jesus! What was the other one? Hikwa? Hikwa, I think it was. Yo, what's going on, Don Siyanu? How you doing, bro? Thank you for dropping by, man. How's it going, man? How's it going? Oh, man. Oh, shit, I was supposed to go have lunch, huh? Okay. Let me see. Hold up. Let me just send a text right quick. My milkshake brings all the girls to the yard. I forgot the rest of the words. Like, I literally went blank right there. I fucking forgot the rest of the words. Shit. Hikwa! Am I getting Red Dead Redemption 2? At this moment, to be honest with you, I'm like thinking about selling the PS4. But to like answer your question whether I keep the PS4 or not, I didn't even get into the first Red Dead Redemption. That I will more than likely not get Red Dead Redemption 2. My brother, he was heavy into the first one. I'm pretty sure he already pre-ordered, or he had already pre-ordered God damn it, Red Dead Redemption 2. So he'll probably be into it. Haven't dropped on a stream in a very long time. I know, Danse. I know, bro. I've been streaming every single fucking day for the past 3 months, and I haven't seen your ass looking ass, bro. It's not your fault, man. I haven't been streaming. I honestly haven't been streaming. I probably like will stream like once every 3 weeks or something like that, if even that. So right now is like I'm starting to try to get back into it consistently, bro. So definitely, yeah. It's not your fault. And they're like, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge. There you go. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Let me turn around and like just shake my booty for y'all. Nah. Shit. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Let me send another message. I was like, I don't see the chingadera typing, but it was up top. Exactly, because y'all motherfuckers know the songs that I don't know. Like the one, like what I was talking about, like I was like, yo Trey, do you think you can buy me a bottle of rosé? Yo, oh, like whenever I did that shit. There's this audiobook. It's not really an audiobook. It's a course on selling by Tom Hopkins, and this course is like probably like what is it? It's like somewhere about 40 years old. This is like an old school like selling course and shit. Obviously, like some of the principles are outdated, but I wanted to get a fundamental understanding of how selling used to work, and how selling works now, and like so I can understand what is outdated. Like in the beginning, whenever you get into something, you don't know what you don't know, right? You're very like green, and then once you start diving into it, you start to know what you don't know that you need to know better, and then that's how the learning process goes. So I'm trying to get a fundamental understanding of selling, like selling, like selling like salespeople, selling cars, selling houses and shit like that, in that term of selling. And there's this audiobook or course that I'm listening to that is like roughly 40 years old, might be 45 to 50 years old, because they're talking about the little Pong, whenever the first like video game came out on the TV, the little Pong thing, like back in the 70s and shit. So it's really quite old. But yesterday, like right before I was leaving work, there was a little audio excerpt, because obviously they do like what you call it, like a fuck, what is it? What is that thing called? Whenever it's like a live demonstration of a scenario, right? Like role playing. They do like a role playing of a scenario of what a salesperson could, expect from a prospect or a person that they're trying to sell said product to. And like, I don't know why, if I could play the audio, I would, but it just sounded like a fucking porno to me, and I was like, what the fuck? This motherfucker was like trying to sell a piano to this lady, and obviously back in the day there was like door-to-door sales and shit like that. So you would like knock on the people's door, and you'd go inside, you'd present your stuff, and if they liked the product, then you would invite them to your office and shit like that. So they were going through the entire process, and this shit sounded so much like a porno. He was like, I want you to feel it. I want you to put your hand right here. I want you to rub it. And then she'd be like, oh, okay. Like this? Yes, like that. I want you to feel it. I want you to feel how smooth that finish is. And I was like, dude, that's like a fucking lead into a goddamn porn for sure. I have watched enough old porn that is porn to me. Obviously, they were talking about selling and shit, but I swear that shit was a fucking porn in the making right there, bro. It really was. Monaco, you dropping out? Hey, yo, man, thank you for dropping by, man. Greatly appreciate it. I will see you on the next one, bro. You don't know a lot of songs either. Hey, it's all right, bro. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Here we go with the necro. I get you with the necro. I get you with the necro. Mira, slow motion for me, baby. Slow motion for me, baby. Oh. Yeah, I'm hearing sirens now. Those sirens cannot be attached to the supposed gunshots, because those gunshots were a long time ago, if they were gunshots, right? I think they're going that way anyways. They should be going this way. Yeah, okay, never mind. Monaco doesn't know if he's coming or going. Bro, you gotta know if you're coming or going, man, because they'll get you both ways. They'll get you when you're coming, and they'll get you when they're going. When you're going, shit. Piano would be a good addition. It really would, man. Like, yo, I just want you to touch it right here. Like, just want you to play this key for me right here. Just like, oh, yeah, baby. Looking ass. No, but for real, like, it honestly sounded like a fucking porno. I think I can play the audio. I just don't want to, because, granted, it's old. I don't want it to be, like, something copyrighted and shit, because it is a course that is still being sold. So, I don't want to do that. But, yeah, I was like, what the fuck? This is so, and, like, her voice was, like, very, like, oh, okay, yeah. And it was, oh man, I was like, dude, that sounds like a fucking porn to me. Oh, you gonna roll your eyes and your neck at me? Oh, I don't know how to do that. I can't do that. I was gonna try to roll my eyes and then roll my neck. It just didn't work out very well. Oh, you thought those sirens were on your end? Yeah, no, I still hear them. They're like way out there in the distance right now. I don't know what's going on. But I heard the gunshots, the supposed gunshots, down this way. And I was waiting for sirens to go that way. But sirens are over here. So I don't know what happened. Obviously, if there was gunshots and somebody got shot over there, I feel like the cops would have went that way. Maybe? I don't know. Hey, what's going on, that other guy? Yeah, her voice was definitely like soft and sexual, and I was like, yeah, baby, talk to me like that. I'll sell you any piano, any day of the week. Shit, fuck the piano. Let's just get into the bedroom looking ass. I'll sell you a bed. I'll give you first-hand experience on this bed. Like, yeah, touch those sheets right there. Yeah, put your face on it right there. Just breathe on that shit. Shit. You like women with a soft, deep voice? Hey, yo, get it, get at it. Maybe they got lost. They just don't know where the fuck they're going. I heard the gunshots over here. No, they were over there. No, they were this way. I don't know. Fuck. But I've been great, that other guy, man. Thank you for dropping by, man. I've been doing awesome, you know, just doing my thing, kicking it, learning, you know, acquiring knowledge and shit like that. Putting together this little setup that's finally put together so I can actually stream and shit. So, yeah. We're here. We're back. We're hopefully, you know, going to be consistent on YouTube once again. You know, like daily streams or at least like every other day and shit. But yeah, that's why I wanted to put this shit together. So I wouldn't be tied down just to the bedroom. I want to sell my PC and buy a laptop so I can, you know, do the work that I'm currently doing and not have to be tied down to my room, and I can, you know, come out here on the patio and do my work, or, you know, take it with me everywhere, because, you know, this backpack here is also like a carrying case for laptops and tablets and shit. So everything would be able to go with me. I could take my IRL rig and my laptop, and just anywhere I go I can, you know, work and stream. You know, so that works really well for me. I mean, I'm just saying, I could be a really good bed salesman. No, don't you guys think? I'm gonna work for who sells beds? Does IKEA sell beds? Is it IKEA? Serta. I'm gonna go sell Serta mattresses. Got you guys. But like, look, man, we about to skyrocket mattress sales for the third quarter of this year. I got you. Single-handedly, baby. 100% results. Let's go. Boom. I think I could do it. I think I could do it. I could be that guy. You haven't been this ignored since you were with your ex. What do you mean? I've been talking to you. I asked you a question, and then you said nothing. You said nothing. You said nothing. You said you were going, and then you said you were back, and then we were talking about how you didn't know that if you were, Arkham said if you didn't know that you were coming or going, and I was like, you better find out, because they'll get you whenever you're coming, and they'll get you whenever you're going and shit. And you no reply. You no reply. Don't be giving me this shit. Don't be giving me this shit, man. Nah, it ain't happening, bro. I ain't taking that shit. Noise. 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 You've been trying to answer. What trying ain't doing now, is it? No, I'm just fucking with you, man. But no, like, I'm on the live chat. No, I'm on the top chat. Oh. My bad, bro. I've been on the top chat, unless, no, even on the full chat, the live chat. Oh, no, you did say something. You said, Al, you've been cock blocking me, bro. Oh, I was on the top chat, bro, because you put cock. It blocked it out for me actually seeing the comments on the top chat, because you know this shit works like the way it works, man. I didn't know that I was on the fucking top chat, bro. My bad, bro. I wasn't ignoring you on purpose. It was YouTube. I don't know why the fuck they implemented this top chat and live chat. I understand why, you know, for people that prefer, you know, to not read, you know, vulgar comments and shit. I get that. But for the streamer, I don't think that they should have you choose that shit, you know? I don't know. Fuck, man. I'm very uncensored, so I think that I don't need that option, you know? But I guess it works for other people. Tú no me contestas, güey. Tú no me contestas, güey. You selling beds? Let me see your king size. My kung size. My kung size or my king size? I'll show you my kung size. Let me see. Let me check. Where you at? Because I know you asked me to help you out with something. Okay, here. I want you to help him with the background picture. I wonder if you can compress one for me for my channel. What do you mean compress one? Like, you want me to make like the template? The banner for your YouTube channel? Is that what you were asking me? I think. Or like, what kind of background picture are we talking about? Opened my door, and under my doormat there was a bunch of water seepage hitting the deer. That deer water was coming from the mirror, and I had to sap all that water up. It ran down the mirror to the door panel to the floor. Wait, you hit a deer? When the fuck did you hit a deer? Now, what do you mean compress? Like resize it, or? Because if you need to resize a picture, you can just like on Google type in image resizer, and I think it's called Simple Image or Simple Image Resizer, the website that I use. But if you want me to like create it for you through Photoshop, I can do that. I don't necessarily understand very well. It needs to be a certain resolution. Gotcha. And so I wake in the morning, and I step outside, and I take a deep breath, and I get real high, and I scream from the top of my lungs, "What's going on?" Is that a song? I feel like those are lyrics. You put the little chingadera. You got some sirens out there too? Shit. It's what you call it? It's contagious. It's contagious, guys. You want me to make you a banner? What you got, bro? Let me know what you got in mind. Again, some of the things that I make, I just customize for people, unless I actually make it specifically like from the ground up or like from scratch. In order to make it from scratch, I would need like a lot of like inputs per se, if that makes any sense. So I would have to like make one, send it to you, be like, okay, I like this, I don't like that, get it back. But if I make it, you know, just like out of my own taste, and I send it to you, I'm pretty much just sending it to you and be like, better use this motherfucker. If not, I'm not making it again, looking ass. Nah, but yeah, it really depends on how and what you want per se. But yeah, I'm down. You know, just let me know. You got my number. You can text me, Tanner. Okay, that is a song. Gotcha. Damn, I didn't expect to be streaming out here this long. Also, let me check the camera. I don't know if it's the sun. Maybe it's the sun. But it doesn't look like it's charging. Like the chingadera doesn't look like... Maybe it's not charging anymore because the battery is fully charged. And now it's just running off of this. And that's why the light isn't showing that it's charging. Because the battery hasn't depleted ever since the little charging indicator turned off. But that's pretty cool though. So, you know, my test has been fully, you know, 100% confirmed that this stream setup will work. Because I didn't want to be out there, you know, like at PAX or, you know, doing an IRL stream, like, you know, at the park or whatever, and expecting that it's going to go on for like 5, 6 hours, 8 hours or whatever. And then, like, once the battery dies on the fucking camera, which would be like, it has roughly a 2-hour battery, the stream is dead. Because I'm over here thinking that it's charging when in reality it's not. But, you know, it's been holding up. The battery on the camera hasn't been depleted, so it means that it's now running off of this external power source. So I think we're good on that front end, or on that end, man. Yeah, for sure, man. Send me the details, man. What's the resolution of the banner? I don't exactly know the resolution of the banner. Like off the top of my head. I have a template that I use, and I downloaded it. All I did was look on, I got it off of YouTube, because if you look on, you can get it on Google, but you have to do it yourself and manually add the lines and the grids. So I found somebody that made a blank template that already has the lines, the grids and stuff like that, so you know exactly, like on desktop you will see the entire thing. If you're on mobile, it crops in this much. If you're on a tablet, it crops in this much, and then desktop obviously shows you the entire image. Now if you're on a TV, like Android TV, like, you know, you're using your YouTube app on your TV, then it shows you everything else besides that little rectangle. For those of you guys that were not aware of that, so if you go to like somebody's YouTube channel on your Android TV device, or like, you know, if you have a smart TV and you have the YouTube app, you go to their channel, you will see an extended version of the banner. Some people know this, some people utilize that to their advantage, and they put extra info in those spaces. I used to do that, But for me, like what through my analytics, I was seeing that more people were using the computer and mobile, so there wasn't a whole lot of Android TV, and obviously consoles as well are being utilized. Because I know Gina used to watch me on her PS4. I don't know if she's watching right now on the PS4. But yeah, I don't know the full resolution as of yet, but you do need to understand that on desktop you're only using this little strip, and then on the Android TV it's showing you everything, so you have to design your banner accordingly. And so I have a blank template that already has the lines for everything that shows me what will be displayed on the desktop, on a tablet, and then through mobile. And so you have to put like your most important information right there so it's visible on all platforms. And then the further out you go, you just have like little more things for aesthetic purposes and shit like that. But yeah. But if you want to like send it to me or something along those lines, or hit me up through Discord. I don't actually have Discord installed anymore. But yeah, you can. Like Tanner's got my number. He just texted me. I got this. The 2048 by 1152 is for mobile. See, I don't know the exact dimensions. I'm telling you, the dimensions are, the way that I make it is I make it the full thing, because you design it as a full thing, applying it to all the platforms at once. So you're uploading it as if you were uploading it for your Android TV with the strip already in the middle, and then YouTube automatically understands what part it's using for each specific device. So you have to upload the entire thing, or that one file, for all of them with it already in mind. And then YouTube knows that it's going to use just that little middle strip for the desktop. It's going to use the middle strip but cropped in a little bit more for a tablet. And it's going to use the middle strip but cropped in more for the mobile. And it's going to exclude the top and bottoms unless it's on an Android TV. So you have to make it the entire situation, and then it works like that. But yeah, I would definitely get on YouTube, type in YouTube banner blank template or YouTube banner template, and like maybe even if you were to get one of those like pre-made templates that somebody spends their time showing you how to make what they just made in the video, and you can download the PSD file. All you got to do is open that PSD file and remove all the fucking things that they added, but it will leave the grid lines, and then you can work accordingly that way. That would be my best bet. But if you wanted to hit me up, I can help you out that way later on and shit. So, yeah, it's a lot of stuff, but it's not really a lot of stuff. It's just like once you understand it, then it works. It's super easy to, to work with. It's just like, me right now, I'm trying to understand Facebook ads. If I were to ask these questions to somebody that's like, an expert in Facebook ads, it'd be like, it's super simple. You do this, that, and bam, right? But me, I'm a newcomer to it, so I don't understand it yet. So once I get more into it, once I get more experience, then that shit will become like second nature to me, So it just takes time to understand it, like, make mistakes and fail. That's all it is. But I do want to go ahead and get out of here, guys. Yeah, man, send me the picture. I'll make sure to keep a lookout on Discord if you want to hit me up through Discord, bro. I'm down for that. I do have the community tab on YouTube now. I think everybody has the community tab now, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what happened there. Maybe they just decided to roll it out to everybody. You can hit me up through YouTube as well. So, there's many different ways you can do that if you wanted to. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm straining too much because the sun is like literally right above me now. So if I didn't already get more of a tan, I'm pretty sure I got it now, because I was trying to like lose the tan, because I don't like the color separation between here and the rest of my body and shit. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have an awesome time. My friend wants me to go meet up with her and go have some lunch, and then I want to come back and take Snowball for her walk and shit like that. But thank you guys for dropping by. Enjoy your day. Have a good one. And Marco, definitely hit me up through those methods. You can all, like, my social medias are also down in the description of most other streams. This stream doesn't have a fucking description. I don't know why it doesn't allow me to input descriptions and shit like that. Again, it's limitations of the app that is creating the stream and then sending the data over to to the webcam, or not to the webcam, but to the little camera and shit. But yeah, if you go to the previous streams, you will get the links to social media, and you can also contact me through there, Instagram, Facebook, and just send me a message. But either which way, guys, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm already sweating. I've been sweating the entire time. I've been glistening. You know, I've been glowing and shit looking ass. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day.